And now, ladies and gentlemen of the old world, we're back in business with episode 2 of our legendary Skarsnik campaign. So in the last episode, we just barely survived the massive Clan Angren Inquisition. So basically out of nowhere, it was the end of the episode, I was feeling relaxed. I was like, okay, we finally got our first province, everything's going well. We've dealt with all of 100 rebellions we had to deal with, and it was good. And then suddenly, the dwarves come from over the mountain. I had no idea where they were because early in the campaign, I sent a big boss around, I scouted. I was making sure Clan Angren wasn't like underweighing and trying to sneak up to me, but suddenly, I don't know where they came from, they appeared, and we had to deal with those two armies, which was very, very tough. You can see here Skarsnik certainly took a little bit of a beating, but we have been able to heal for the most part. The Battle of Carricknorn was fought on turn 15. Victory over Clan Angren, massive casualties on both sides. But now it is time for vengeance. We, of course, have Warg Dwarf Smasher, who's been renamed quite aptly here after he did help us stop Clan Angren. We're going to be going to the south and declaring a war on Clan Angren. So the thing about declaring a war on them, it's not going to be super profitable, or I guess give us the biggest trophy because their strength rank is quite low. And if you take a look here, you can see the war, the strength rank of all the factions. They're currently 94, but that's because we just wiped their armies. I'm hoping that by the time I get down there and finish it, maybe there'll be a little bit of a higher strength rank. Because as far as the trophies go, let's go ahead and mouse over. You can see the faction strength rank. To get the biggest trophy, it has to be 1 through 10, and bigger trophy is 11 through 30. We have a couple other options for sure. Like we could go up to the north and go after like Nuln, but I'm already like, the dwarves rebuild so quickly, especially on legendary difficulty. They can come back, they can really start to pressure my territories. I just want to take them out and make sure I don't have to deal with those ghostly characters. As far as like hard battles go, I can win some of the uphill battles against the AI, but when they have those ghostly characters, it just makes it so damn difficult. So we're going to go down to Carrick Buftar, Carrick Izor, and take them out and get a trophy, and at least it's a relatively, I wouldn't say easy success, but I think it should be pretty fluid for us. Now, as far as our tech tree goes, we are researching No Complaining. This is going to be giving us obedience, which of course is super essential in Skarsnik's legendary campaign. And aside from that, we eventually want to get down to the Sharon is Karen on second thoughts. So this gives us 20% goblin reduction on infantry units like night goblins, things like that, and another 10% here. So basically with the Mushroom Addict, if you guys haven't seen this, the trait here on Warg Dwarf Smasher, he's got this for 15%. So you can already see that plus Skarsnik plus those upkeep reductions. You can get like 80-90%, which is quite insane. So I think we're good. Let's go ahead and get this party started. Not really any diplomacy. I did check beforehand. There's nothing I can really do except with like, I think Averland was like willing to do a non-aggression pact. Not terribly exciting. So we're going to move down to the south, declare a war. So we're going to do this right now. We're going to do Carrick Izor and Clan Angren, and we'll declare it to probably Mork. Mork is better, I think. Yeah, because I mean Skarsnik has a ton of missiles. Although the Squig Hoppers really benefit from that weapon strength, which is really good. Yeah, maybe the Squig Hoppers need it. We'll do Gork. Yeah, I know Skarsnik does synergize with the range units, but considering how many Squig Hoppers we have, I think this is going to be way better. So we're going to underway down. Just make our way downtown. Making our way downtown. And this guy's just going to kind of hang out and be a little bit defensive. Man, he got the triple Doom Divers. What did Skarsnik get? Oh, man, Skarsnik got the janky one. Like, this guy gets, like, triple Doom Diver. That's, like, so awesome. Now, I could move him down, but we're going to have, like, constant rebellion, so having a character here I think is pretty essential. So we can move him down, I guess, and maybe, like, pile back over. Let's go ahead and check who I'm at war with, too. We have to make sure. So currently, okay, so it's just Angren and the Crooked Moon Mutinous Gits. So we can actually underway down. We'll go together. If Empire like declares war, we're gonna have to rush back up, but I think this should be okay for now. All right, guys, next turn, here we go. All right, so it looks like the Crooked Moon. Wait, did they unite against us? What is even happening? So leadership, all armies. The obedience is nice, or do we take the war fervor? I don't know if I want to take a leadership penalty right when I'm about to fight some dwarves for 3 turns, so we'll pay the 750 and go for the war fervor. Yeah, we'll do that. The obedience would have been nice for sure, but I think we're okay. We're kind of in a relatively stable place here. So we'll keep underwaying down. So Skarsnik's going to go here. I do see a dwarf character lurking, and we do have the Woodroth has been invited by our enemies Clan Angren to fight against us. What is even happening here? Treason. But I mean, I don't think they're even going to bother with us. Probably just like hang out there. I mean, if they want to go, they have to go. Let's see. Oh, they can go through here. Oh, God, that would be really annoying too. Yeah, so it's these guys, I'm pretty sure. Let's go and double check. Yeah, Woodroth here. You can see Findall hanging out. I mean, he could come down in under 2, which is a little bit scary. So maybe just kind of hang out. I do have some garrison at our capital. You can see we do have the walls there. So that could maybe hold off an attack, but are those fanatics actually? Let's go ahead and see what our garrison is consisted of. Yeah, it looks like it's regular night goblins. No fanatics mixed in, I don't think. Yeah, just regular dudes. And it looks like the public order building is done, so we actually have another slot for a goblin big boss now. So let's see what we got. We got Tough, we got Tactician for leadership aura size. Cunning is also not bad. It does give the ambush success chance and poison. I think we'll go for that. Although, man, our economy is not happy right now. We, of course, have had to have 2 armies to really kind of stabilize. You know what? I think I might leave this guy back and just let Skarsnik go down there on his own. Although maybe what we'll do is we'll move him down here. And then if there's like a big threat, we can follow up, or we could just go back up. And I'll hold off on recruiting the big boss for now. And I think we're all good. And now it's time to jump over the Great Mountains. Yes, the obedience buff, so good. You can see we're actually at +10 right now, so it's actually stabilizing, which is super awesome. Now, aside from that, pulling teeth, healing mushrooms is quite good to get the casualty replan, but I think we're going to go ahead and do the use them, missile strength for all units, recruitment, and armor for goblin units. That's certainly not bad. It's a goblin unit, so that probably includes my squig hoppers. So go ahead and get this for now. It is 1,000 gold, but it's a pretty substantial upgrade. And if this goes well, we should be able to sack these guys here. So let's move over here. Okay, perfect. It looks relatively undefended. Warg is going to be here. He's Doomdiver catapults. Okay, so we got a decent wall now. I feel like we could even take 2 dwarven stacks, especially with the cycle charging and the monsters we have. So I think, oh man, how crazy do we want to get here? Not too crazy, I don't think. As far as our new building slot, we'll go ahead and get the economy stuff to try and help our poor, pitiful income right now. But once we start sacking here, Karak Izor should have pretty good sack value. All right, so Warg, Dwarf Smash Up. I don't know if the Wood Elves are going to be lined up, which is making me a little bit nervous. He's got a decent little army, certainly enough to squash rebellions and, you know, other smaller forces like that. So Warg is going to go, do we want to go back up north to Karak Norn? You know what, let's just go balls deep here. We'll go ahead and pull in and go for it, which might actually pay off here. Yeah, you see there's a big stack right there, so at least we have some reinforcements, but if he does move up to Fester Spike, we can then fall back with this Wa, and hopefully that plus the garrison will be enough to stop this Dwarven army. Man, they're relentless. But again, you know, that's how dwarves roll. Alright, so the technology has been researched, pretty good. So our goblin units, yeah, the squig hoppers, it does not look like it buffs them. I think it's just the regular goblins, so that's fine. Anyways, recruit rank is always good, and the missile strength for our Goblin Archers is going to be incredibly solid. Yeah, we don't want to be at war with the Reichland. We got a Shroom Gatherer, gives us Untainted as well, which is certainly helpful for all this Skaven nonsense. And this character has leveled up. So we just want to keep going down this tree, obviously. Gorkle Fix It isn't as good in campaign, more of a multiplayer ability in my experience. And you, I don't know where that Dwarven army is going, so I think I might actually send you back up. But let's go ahead and do this battle here. It's probably a walled city, which is really obnoxious, but yeah, we'll probably end up fighting it. Yeah, that's actually not a bad garrison. That's pretty scary, so we might want to get 2 armies here just to squash it. We'll see. So let's go here, continue the siege, or at least check out the situation. What do we have in our Wa anyways? I think we have some Doomdivers, but if we get a bunch of Doomdiver catapults, yeah, with the other one, yeah, that's pretty good. So we'll continue the siege there, and we'll move up the other army to help, because they go for Fester Spike. He's probably going to underway, so I'll at least see him coming. If I can get in like reinforcement range of the siege, and then also, yeah, so we need to go into regular movement here, okay? It's fine, so we'll get here, and then maybe we'll still have enough range to underway back there. Yeah, and you can see the balance is quite a bit better now. It's going to be a lot of stuff, but yeah, having, I think, 6 Doomdiver catapults, certainly not bad, so let's continue the siege for a moment and take a look at what's going on the rest of the map. Fester Spike, yeah, we have good garrisons, pretty much every one of these establishments except up north. Let's go ahead and upgrade this. Our economy's coming back, the big, mighty, powerful Goblin economy. This helps with Goblin units, melee attack, we don't really care about that. Sharper Stabbas, yeah, again, more melee attack stats, which we don't really care too much about. Leadership for Goblin units, casualty replenishment for Goblin units. Let's go ahead and get Healing Mushrooms. I think that'll be good. We also do have some scrap upgrades. I don't know if there's anything like super worth it here. This one will be helpful later on, but unfortunately for Squig Hoppers, we need Toothy Weapons, which is like all the way down here, and that's one of the main units in our army at the moment. So we'll do no infighting. I think that's fine. We're going to work our way to Healing Mushrooms, and then from there we can get the casualty replen here, and that should be okay. All right. Is there anything else? Do I want to make sure I don't want to do any of these? Yeah, it's for pump wagons. Here we have no complaining. We have abuse them. Yeah, none of that's going to be super useful. All right, so we'll do that and get to the casualty replen, which will be pretty helpful for our conquest here. And the Dwarf Trophy, yeah, weapons rank faction wide. It's one of the smaller, weaker ones, but that still is helpful. All right, so Skarsnik, we're going to have him lead the attack because we want him to get more experience here. And yeah, guys, we're going to jump in and fight this battle, so we'll see you in just a second. And here we are. So let's go ahead and see where our reinforcements are coming in from. It looks like the far side of the map. So yeah, I don't know. We could do some stuff with our Squig Hoppers. It's certainly going to be one of those battles that we really just kind of troll around with. Yeah, it looks like all the reinforcements are coming in here for Crooked Moon. So we'll go here for now. We're going to get our archers like up around the choke here like we usually do. We'll get the kind of the crew back here hanging out, our characters. The reinforcements we can just kind of use for the Doomdivers. And the Squig Hoppers, We could start the Squig Hoppers here and then do like a big old flank with them. They're not going to be terribly useful here. I guess we could hammer down the walls and try and get them in, but really just getting the spider in and using like magic and missiles is really going to be one of our bigger strengths. So if we're here, this tower is going to hit us. Other towers should not, based on our current positioning. The Squig Hoppers, we can kind of just start over here to try and bait the... You know what, we could do this actually, just have the Squig Hoppers start here and bait the AI's deployment, and then we can, you know, fall back this direction. Start battle, and here we go. So yeah, looks like they deployed a lot to stop the Squig Hoppers, so now we just run this way and basically just ignore them. So we'll move you guys up. Let's go ahead and get the archers and company moving. We'll get the spider going as well, taking a little bit of focus fire on our characters, so let's pull them back and let the random goblins do that. Tricksy traps. What do we have? Dwarven Thunders. We have a single tower here. We could climb the walls with some of our gobos and our characters. I don't think Skarsnik can, though, which is pretty unfortunate. All right, so let's rotate everyone over if we can. Doom Diver catapults will hopefully be in position. I guess, I mean, we could hammer these walls as well. It's not the end of the world. Yeah, we could like climb them and get some troops in there. We'll see. All right, so we'll just let them all come in first before we decide how we really want to play this. But yeah, getting away from this fire, I think, is going to be a good start. So let's kind of move over this direction, like so. You guys just move away and get out of range of the defensive towers. So now we have our archers, who should be in position to start shooting in just a second. So the Squig Hoppers here. No, you guys should stay definitely over there. Good. So the archers are in position. Let's go ahead and get them and have them start shooting against the Thunderers up in the wall. Yeah, looks like it's a bunch of Thunderers. So we'll move up just a little bit, move you guys up a little bit. And the Arachnaut Queen, we could go under and start trying to get to the gatehouse, but I think, yeah, just wasting these guys first on the walls is going to be our best bet. Unfortunately, we only got one Doom Diver catapult from the whole WA situation. Let's actually just punch a hole in this wall here. Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. And then we could just like take this massive Zerg through as soon as it is broken open. I don't know if that ammo will be enough. Yeah, you can see we're going to start wailing on these guys. We could send some goblins up. I don't want to lose any units outright because it permanently basically kind of screws your WA up. I guess we could take these walls here, but yeah, I think playing more of the safer game is going to be better here. All right, so let's get our characters, put them in group 4, move them up. Now we're getting some good fire on the Thunders. Tower's taking a little bit of aesthetic damage, not really actually taking any damage. And yeah, our Doom Diver catapult is getting shreked a little bit. That's not good. I don't want to lose that thing to just silly stuff. We could withdraw a couple goblins to try and hope to get some more Doom Diver catapults. Let's actually do that. We'll withdraw those guys because that opens up spots for the WA. So let's move out of range of this stupid defensive tower. Which one is it? Yeah, it's this one here. All right, so we'll move over there. No problem. All right, so our Goblin Archers here are unleashing hell for sure, and it looks like we've gotten some okay damage. Oh man, it's so bad. It's because this frickin' tower's in the way. It's like obstructing both of us, which is quite funny, but yeah, we can't get our characters on the wall. So now let's get the spider like up to the gatehouse, and we'll get our characters going over there as well. Now that the Thunders are kind of like just awkward here. And our Goblin Archers, yeah, stupid frickin' tower. It's at 1% damage. It's actually taking some damage from this. Let's move these guys over here. See if we can get some better angles. We could send some Night Goblins up too, like some of the ROR ones, but let's actually send some nasty Skulkers up. I think that's going to be okay. So let's get the spider over here. We'll just, we'll do that. All right, so we're going to keep hammering down this wall if we can. We're out of range of the tower now. It can't hit us from that current trajectory. And the Goblins should have withdrawn. We have some basic Goblins here in the army as well. So those lads can run and just kind of get ready to climb some walls. And now our Archers, of course, are getting shreked a little bit, but that's okay. We can just start shooting here. And our characters are running to the main gatehouse. And now the nasty Skulkers, we can have them climb the walls. But yeah, the way those Thunders are hidden is kind of like... We'll send our non-fanatics up. That should be fine. Our poor little Goblin Archers just can't seem to get the angles they're looking for here. Yeah, because the Thunders like just hid behind those walls. It's incredibly trolly. All right, let's go beat on the gatehouse, guys. We'll get the actual fanatics over there. Well, they're all Night Goblins, but just the true fanatics, I suppose. And this wall should be getting crumped down. Yeah, it's at 21%. Ammunition's pretty good. We should have enough ammo to really polish it down. So maybe we just hide the Goblins, to be honest. Yeah, those are Longbeards over there. So let's just hide our Goblin Archers. This isn't really necessary. Let's let them take this beating. The nasty Skulkers and poison Goblins on the wall should be enough. And we could take some Squig Hoppers through the main gate. I wouldn't be opposed to that. We'll bring the ones from the other army, from our supporting characters' army to come in and see. But the Spider plus our characters should be enough, especially with magic. Yeah, we'll take out this Dwarf Lord very quickly. And they have a lot of like wasted stuff on that wall there. Doom Diver Catapult is 36% there. You guys move up a little bit so you don't take this unnecessary damage. We can actually get you piling into the gatehouse. Help us avoid some of that. And good, we've gotten up on the wall, so the Thunder lines should be temporarily taken out. Goblin Archers, we want them to be in shooting like the Iron Breakers and things like that. I think Iron Breakers might be up on the walls. No, those are Coilers actually. All right, so now we can get our characters in here. So let's pile in and have some fun. We do have our big boss, the big boss. We'll give a sneaky stab into the spider. And the Fanatics can start throwing some of their Fanatic balls at the Dwarves. Let's kind of pull them back and we'll let them blob up a little bit better here. All right, so we'll pop Slippery. Now we can pull these guys in. Should be fine. Dwarf Lord's doing the same. Big Boss can come back a little bit. And we'll get some Squig Hoppers coming in to help out as well. All right, Squig Hoppers, let's go. And the Goblin Daka line can kind of just position here and shoot over the walls. Get you guys climbing the walls as well. And now let's go ahead and check in on our situation here. All right, so our caster's a little bit kind of in a bad way. Oh yeah, he's taking a beating. Let's get him back here if we can. In the Fanatic Balls, we can go right here. That should be fine. Yeah, should be able to hit some of those dwarves there. I don't think we have too many troops in. So our caster and our big boss have gotten back. Skarsnik can pop Tricksy Traps. Let's go ahead and get the Spider to take out the Lord. Push down the walls here. Just get these guys off if we can. Now we can just basically unleash hell into those units there. Do you have the Fireball? How's our whole reserve legion doing? Looks like they've mounted some of the walls here. And 64%, all right, it's getting there. So we'll be able to rush through soon. So let's get our WA forces and start moving them up. And you guys can move up as well. Just everybody can move up and get ready to hit that position. Skarsnik's doing his thing. Warlord definitely no joke. So let's get him in there fighting. Get him in there fighting. Skarsnik has a potion of toughness, so even if he takes a little bit of damage, it's not really going to be the end of the world. These stupid Goblin Archers, man. They're just like... I really hope that's something they fix in siege battles in the future games. It's just like the angling of like sieges and things like that with archers. It's just so obnoxious. All right, Spider, get in there. How are we doing with our fanatics? They're still fighting, applying poison. Spider should be able to potentially get some terror routes. Our caster, we can cast another itchy nuisance here. And we might have to just bull rush more stuff in, to be honest. Yeah, we'll get these goblins down and have them like come help out in this engagement. I think that's fine. It's like I'll move them all down here. Very good, and this wall should be dissipating here. It's at 86%, and then the mighty Zerg will run through, so let's move these guys up as well. Skarsnik, we can use Potion of Toughness right now since he's taking so much damage to heal him up. We'll go after this, because there's going to be another Dwarven stack we have to deal with, so obviously if we can minimize damage taken, obviously we're not doing a great job with that, but if we could, that'd be quite nice. Spider, get in there, cause some problems. Skarsnik Wall is now active. We have Daka shooting from all sides. Pretty cool timing, actually, like right as the wall starts to crumble, like this massive like Squig Hopper herd just like blitzes into the creek here. Yeah, it's going to be cool. All right, Skarsnik's pretty healthy. Let's pull him back a little bit, let the goblins take the beating. No need for him to really take that kind of damage. And we do have a sneaky stab in. Sure, let's just pop it on whatever we can. Skarsnik's Wall shooting at the troops up on the wall. And now the Squig herds can rush in. It is Gotham's Reckoning, although those are Ironbreakers. So maybe we just get some regular dudes in there first. Hopefully the Ironbreakers like don't get to that defense of the wall. What kind of archers do we have out here? Yeah, we have some Orc Boys, things like that. Yeah, the Ironbreakers have defended the wall pretty well. Okay, so let's move over here. Let's just like move around. And then if they abandon this post, we can start causing some problems for them. Let's get some of those bow units kind of shooting here. Back in the main fight. Our little caster here is in a little bit of trouble, but we have broken the main dwarven position, it looks like. All right, great. So goblins are swarming everywhere up on the hill here. What are those, Dwarf Warriors? Man, how are they so meaty? Let's put these guys in guard mode to make sure they actually stay. And looks good. So yeah, we're basically just rotating away from this position. If they're going to like bunker up on the wall with Ironbreakers and things like that, we don't want to mess with that. As a matter of fact, we could just start shooting them with the Orc Air Boys here. Yeah, I really should have been more careful with my characters. Granted, hopefully we'll have some good options here in terms of our tactical casualty replan, you know, all that sort of good stuff. All right, so yeah, this wall's more or less broken. We can get some Dwarf Warriors climbing up on the walls here. Not Dwarf Warriors, some of the goblins. Just get up on those Coilers there. Dwarf War bosses being punted about. I'm just getting everything backwards today. Yeah, that's good. This is good, some good firepower. We'll get some Orc Boys getting up on the walls too. What are these? Yeah, I think these are just, yeah, we can climb here. This should be fine. Get some goblins climbing on the other side. We can climb here. And now we have the massive Squig herd. The Squig herd can actually pull in and just do some brutal damage. It should. Alright, great. So some goblins are here. Let's move them into some of the Ironbreakers. Ironbreakers are going to be a pain to deal with, but let's go ahead and put Sneaky Stabbing on this guy. And the Squig herd is now going to run through here, and then from there we can start just like ravaging certain areas of the city. I think this is the Dwarf Lord here. Yeah, our Fanatics took a lot of damage. It's okay. Let's go ahead and throw some loose ones over there. Yeah, he's going down soon. Squig Hoppers do have bonus for his infantry, so it's pretty good for us. Alright, so they've abandoned this area, so we can actually just move in and keep shooting those guys down. Those are Thunders, I think? Yeah, great. And the Squig herd should be getting in, and now we can get onto the artillery in the back. Very good. Yeah, that's going to be good. And now this is where Gotham's Reckoning really starts. These Ironbreakers. Skarsnik is here as well. Looks like, ooh, the Ironbreakers have actually come into combat here. Good thing we have some Gobos. Some Squig Hoppers can help mow them down as well. Skarsnik's Wall is active. And our little Goblin Archer platoon, let's get them inside the city if we can. I don't know how they ended up on the walls, but I'm not going to ask questions. And the Squig Hoppers are coming around. Good. So we've taken out that artillery piece. Should shatter in a moment's time. Some loose Dwarven units over here. Our missile piece is still doing a good job. And it looks like we have some more lads up on the walls as well. So yeah, we could just kind of sit back here and back cap with the Squig Hoppers. Anything that comes, we could just crump them. Should honestly be faster than... Man, this guy's Skarsnik's taking a bunch of damage from these guys. That's pretty wild. Let's get the big boss in there and itchy nuisance them down. Good, and we're finally getting some progress in the walls. Goodness gracious. Let's move you guys in. So let's have you guys go here and then go in here. So just like this. Very good. Move back on the thunders. And now we're back capping, so this honestly might be faster than trying to break the Dwarven army, in all honesty. We'll see, because they do have Iron Breakers, which are just like the linebackers of the old world. It's Terry Crews, office linebacker. Not Terry Crews. What was that guy's name? Yeah, top slippery. So the DACA line, let's go ahead and switch and just start shooting into the Longbeards, Iron Breakers. Yeah, that should be fine. We'll pull back Skarsnik and the Spider a little bit. And we're capping. We're getting there. So yeah, a couple Dwarves are coming in, so we can grab some Squig Hoppers. We don't need them all. We could just charge them, and we'll see if they brace. If they don't, they're going to take a bunch of damage. You guys come up as well. We're shooting into the Thunder units. You guys can go after those Quarrelers there. And good. Yeah, looks like we're getting our proper crumping all over the map. These guys are just going to keep holding there. You can see the Longbeards, yeah. The Squigs, pretty nasty charge bonus of 55. The ones, at least, that are assigned to Skarsnik's army. Alright, let's get the big boss back. He's taking unnecessary damage once again. I don't know where this character... I guess I just left the other Goblin War Boss out there, which is, I suppose, not the worst thing in the world. Cool, we're wearing him down slowly but surely. Spider can cycle back in now. The Iron Breakers are finally taking a little bit of DPS there. We have our Shaman. I can't wait to get Cursed at a Bad Moon and some actual like damage spells. Ooh, our Fanatics, unfortunately, taking a lot of damage. That's really sloppy of me. Let's go ahead and do this. But it's okay, we kind of need them. There's some scrappy fights. We just threw some Fanatics in there, so... Whoa, they just disappeared. That's so weird. Yeah, as long as we don't have... Yeah, it looks like the Squig should be able to win this. Let's pull back and do a little cycle charging. Alright, Goblins, get in there. Freaking Dwarves are so sturdy. It's just insane. Especially Iron Breakers this early in the game. Alright, we can drop a Fireball here for the Fiery Ring. Itchy Nuisance on them again. And in the back, we've pulled back, we've cycle charged, and now they're going to probably come in once again. Or they're just going to retreat and let us back cap them, which I'm more than happy to do. End them! Go Night Goblins, use your fungi Skarsnik Death Juice. Throw in the Goblin Chaff. And yeah, looks like these walls are more or less ours. We have some dudes who we can send over here. Although we don't need to. No point to engage the Dwarves where we don't need to. So let's just avoid it if we can. Get the missile units in. And good. So yeah, the Ironbreaker position should be broken in a minute here. Spider's still crumping. We have our caster just kind of hanging out in the back, being nice and damaged. Let's go ahead and put this on the Night Goblins, the ones that do have the flasks to do some extra damage. The damage over time against Ironbreaker is actually somewhat effective. You know, it kind of mitigates a lot of their defensive stats and things like that. But let's pull these guys back here. All right, so pretty quick here. We'll have it. The Dwarves are a little bit distracted, so we should be able to back cap the back of the city here. We don't need to send the Squigs into combat, really, and the Dwarven position is broken. So from here, we can basically just fast forward. Yeah, it's going to be army losses. All right, Dwarven sieges, always fun. See you guys on the campaign map. All right, here we go. Definitely going to sack and occupy this. Yeah, so let's take that 9,000. Yeah, it's too good not to take. Hopefully Skarsnik can reach it. I don't know, I probably should have checked that. Yeah, it looks like Skarsnik. Can he reach it? Doesn't look like it. Can the other guy? I suppose the other guy can. No, not quite, actually. So we're going to have to go back and deal with it again next turn. So what we'll do here is just actually go into Raiden Camp. This will be good. It'll go towards our end goal of winning the campaign. But now, you know, what's scary is a Dwarven army may come, but I'm not too concerned about it. I'm pretty sure these two armies together with their WA, especially if I actually get the Doom Divers in combat, can win it. So Skarsnik has leveled up. He has his red tree goodness. We're almost to the point where we can get this awesome tree. That's always the most fun for all the characters, in my opinion. And yeah, we're going down here to get the campaign movement, all that other good stuff. So Ravager, good. Goblin Big Boss, Dynasty Skulker. Ooh yeah, let's get that. Some nice weapon strength there. Oh, that's right. Skarsnik gets like double experience on these guys. It's crazy. Let's get Scavenge as well. Post-battle loot is always good. And almost going to be getting those AoEs, which will make the battles so much easier. And has Homeboy leveled up? Does not look like Warg, a Dwarf Smasher, has leveled up. Skarsnik can't quite reach this, but we'll just raid until next turn. Get a little bit of replenishment. Now we can upgrade the walls. Oh god, it's been so bad. It feels so bad spending 5,000 on that, but... Oh god, it hurts my soul. Fester Spike. I mean, that's like most of the money spent, but we really have like nothing else to spend it on, I suppose. So might as well. Alright, looks good to me. Let's recruit another big boss so we can do this. We can actually do it down here. So recruit hero. We have a Cunning, a Tactician, and yeah, Zurgrak shall be our boy. And yeah, I guess he helps cleanse corruption, so we could just leave him up here to help him deal with the Skaven corruption, then bring him down after that. Alright, so the Dwarves, Belagar appearing out of nowhere with a steel chair. I don't know if we can win this, to be honest. We could certainly do some damage. We could definitely do some damage here. Yeah. We might have to recruit another freaking army at the main city because, like, this is going to be a little bit of a tricky pickle. But, like, once we take this Belagar character out here, or this army. All right, so what do we have? We have Night Goblins. Are they Fanatics? No, they're... Oh, okay, there's a couple Fanatics here. We also have Trolls and Wolf Riders and Spider Riders for the back line. Let's try it. I don't think we're going to win it, but I think we should try and do what damage we can so we can at least slow down Belagar's army and make sure he can't pressure our capital. All right, guys. See you in the next turn. Or not next turn, but in the battle. And wish us luck. And here we are. So, I mean, can we win this? We got some archers. This would be a pretty awesome victory for sure. I mean, maybe if we can pull apart the army a little bit. Just kind of like try and play that sneaky get game. Yeah, we'll see. We have a big boss. Belagar himself is a pretty strong character. All right, so let's get our mobile units. We can have the Wolf Riders ride together as well. The Wolf Riders are, I think we're going to use them as like a distraction Carnifex. Carnifex is totally the wrong word to use, but you guys get the picture. Fanatics. Yeah, we got to make sure to maximize the usage of those Fanatics charges. All right, cool. Let's do it. We don't need to scheme too much, I don't think. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. We could just get these like awkward engagements, but again, I want to pull away a lot of their army using the Wolf Riders. So what are these? These are Corlers, actually. Okay. Corlers backed up by Miners, so they're protected. Yeah, it's going to make it a little bit trickier, but we can juke some of these shots. Let's actually send the Spider Riders up, see if we can like take those Corlers out for free. And we're going to run like a couple Goblins up and past the Dwarven army. So we'll put them in group 4, and they're going to be trying to like pull away certain elements of the army. Yeah, there we go, and we can put you guys in 5. Spider Riders going in, Corlers. We can definitely collapse on them. See if we can like get a full sandwich. The full Monty. All right, so the dwarves are coming pretty hard, but let's see again if we can like distract them a little bit, like pull some of the troops up here. And then aside from the rest of the army, we can like pull back a little bit and try and like kite them out in a couple directions. So miners are turning around. Those are not blasting charge miners, but we still don't want to stay in combat too long here. So we're pulling back a little bit, which is fine. Gonna lure you guys to like the edge of the map if we can. Yeah, we need to like discombobulate this dwarven army. Whenever I hear discombobulate, it always makes me think of Sherlock Holmes. And he like claps the guy's ears. Discombobulate. I guess that was a bit of a meme, wasn't it? So the archers, let's rotate and like try and get away from the strength of the dwarven army. We have the mobility advantage, and yes, okay, we've lured a substantial portion of their army away. In the back here, the miners have collapsed, unfortunately, so we should probably pull back if we can. Although, I don't know. If we can break those Corlers, it's definitely really good. All right, so let's get these goblins going up here. You guys kind of rotating this way still. And keep them interested. We have to keep them interested. We can't, like, run so far that they lose interest. Yeah, let's get the Goblin Archers rotating. Very good. Are we going to break those Corlers? Yeah, miners just have such terrible combat stats that maybe. Get some some goblins kind of ambushing there if we can, too. All right, so what are these? These are Dwarf Warriors here. We can start shooting just about. Let's pull you guys back and have you guys start teeing off here. These goblins can do their thing, and we're keeping them interested. Yes, this is good. Collapse in the back. See if we can get this position. Pull you guys away now. We do have a wah soonish. We do have a little bit of a wah that we can potentially do. And you guys can start shooting at these Dwarf Warriors as well. All right, this is going to be a scrap. Maybe winnable. I don't know. Yeah, we got a full surround here. This is a good start for us. Although we're about to lure them to, I suppose, our own trap. A trap of our own doing here. Trolls can do a rear charge on those Dwarf Warriors. Let's pull back. You guys can get in position too. So this is like good. We've discombobulated. We've discombobulated their army here, so we could pop the wah now. I don't know if it's worth it. Those damn Corlers just won't break. Freaking shaken, but certainly not stirred. Come on, get them down here. We have our mobility. Maybe we just pull back now. Yeah, I think so. I don't want to lose those guys. Too valuable. So big boss collapsing in. Goblins going in. Trolls can start making them pay the troll toll too if we want. Pull you guys back, and we have the Fanatics here, so I think... Oh, did we send both the Fanatics, like, in the same spot? Oh, that's a misplay. Oh, well. We'll pull them back this way. So these guys just still running about. The Corlers are kind of busted up here. So let's see if we can just kind of lurk in the shadows for now. And good. So the Trolls are doing some damage. Our Archers are back in business. So let's go ahead and start shooting into the Dwarf Warriors here if we can. Shoot into those Dwarf Warriors, and our Fanatics are making their way over. The other ones can actually run. And we might as well just drop this like as they chase us here. Yeah, we'll take a little bit of damage, but that should get some back. Oh, that was a good one right there. Very nice, very nice. So we'll pop the wall. We're in combat with Trolls now, so I think it's worth it. And we'll get you guys flanking in, hopefully enough to kind of put those guys down. And our cab units can now go finish off those Corlers. You guys run for the edge of the map. And the big boss is bossing it. Yeah, we're doing good. These guys just keep hustling. Just keep literally just taking them in circles if we can. If we could take out Belagar too with the trolls, that'd be really nice. We have another Fanatic charge here. I don't know if it's worth doing. Maybe it is. Alright, so let's pop it like this. Just try and avoid it ourselves. Trolls, we don't want to lose any more models than we need to, so let's get the Fanatics in there to support the trolls a little bit. Great. So we're getting them quite low. We're taking some damage. Our mobility up on the high ground has... God, man, those Corlers just won't break. I guess they're all like Silver Chevron, and we're just like working with like absolute jank here. Alright, trolls hopefully will regenerate a little bit. Let's pull back here. We need to keep those Fanatics happy. And it looks like we've maybe won that position. Let's pull our missile pieces back. Kite Belagar if we can. You Fanatics, you guys need to stay and help beat those Dwarf Warriors if we can. Oh my god, this one like Corler unit is just like a raid boss. What? I guess we're taking some crossfire and stuff, but man. Man, oh man, that is not friendly. Alright, so these archers should be able to get away, so let's shoot into these Dwarf Warriors here, pull back. Kite a little bit. These guys are here, but yeah, there's still so many. I guess we'll have another Fanatic ball here in a second. These guys, we need to make sure they're also not getting rear charged, if possible. Come on, archers, bring them down. These guys can go after Belagar. Once Belagar is a little bit more beat up, we can take the big boss and trolls and try and hammer him. Alright, so the other Fanatics should have their cast here in a second. Very good. So let's go ahead and do this, just right into the Dwarven mass. Continue running away. And we're getting some work in. Let's kite back with these characters. There's not too many reasons for us to be engaged. Just keep kiting Belagar if we can. And he's almost out of ammunition, at least, on those guys. Yeah, on his Corlers and stuff. So they're basically just going to be like sauce Dwarf Warriors. We're doing good damage. We're definitely doing good damage. Probably as good as we can. We have our missile pieces back. So let's go ahead and run them over here. Not missile pieces, but our mobile guys. Keep running here. Keep running here. Fanatic's doing some huge damage, but he'll probably just occupy the city. I was hoping he wouldn't. Yeah, let's get you Fanatics back in here if we can. Troll's taking a lot of work. Yeah, I don't think we have the ammunition to win this. Maybe if we had, like, you know, the OP infinite ammo that some other factions get, but I don't think we do. So we'll have a Wa soonish. We've broken that Dwarven position. If we could injure Belagar, too, that would be really funny. I don't think that's going to happen, though. We got the mobility. Let's go ahead and hammer into those guys. Just try and slow them down. Do what we can. Now we're kiting back a little bit. We have some Night Goblin Fanatics. Ooh, this is actually a really good spot for us. Let's just go right into that. Oh no! Oh no! That's truly a Goblin thing to do. At least we dodged it for the most part. Yeah, very funny. Alright, so we're getting some harass back there. We've chased off a couple units. We have these Fanatics. We have these ones. We have another Wa we can pop here to make our trolls a little bit more kind of stompy. We're not going to be able to kill Belagar with our bowfire, so I think it's kind of a waste to invest it in him. Yeah, you can see some of the Dwarf Warriors have been shattered and broken off here. And let's finish off this unit of Dwarf Warriors just so it's like a complete wipe of them. Goblins keep kiting back. You guys can get back in business too. And the Fanatics, let's go see if we can get... We want to jump on some of the missile units. Yeah, like our Squighopper army would dismantle this force. Like, just no problem. Yeah, the Fanatics are broken there. I think it's the beginning of the end, guys. It's the beginning of the end. Pull back the missile pieces. Kite back here. And what do they have left? We have one Fanatic chain. So let's actually go see if we can, like, Alpha Strike those guys down. Trolls are pulling back. Maybe, like, we try and get the trolls, like, yeah, let's actually see if we can take these miners out over here. That would be something at least we could, like, remove from the board of play. Alright, so we'll do this. Throw some Fanatics, wait for them to go through. And then we can go ahead and dive into those units, see if we can actually finish them. Yeah, that's pretty good. That was good. Yeah, about half health off them. Big boss. Belagar. Don't shoot Belagar. He's just too meaty. Just kite him back. And any garrison stuff we could try and isolate? Not really. Nah. Fanatics are doing an okay job, but they're, you know, they're still Dwarf Warriors. It's not like a winning fight. I suppose it was worth it to get the damage on Belagar's army. I don't really know. The trolls should pound out those guys over here, which is fine. We'll split these guys here, these guys down here. And now we have the little big boss that can go after those Dwarf Warriors, maybe. Ah, it's not worth it. What can we pick off? Yeah, we need to just finish off, like, low health stuff. So at least we eliminate things from his repertoire. Fanatics put up a great fight over there. Just, yeah, maybe if they weren't all, like, Silver Chevron, their leadership is just so damn good. Alright, 12. If we can get them down to 4 or less, they'll be completely destroyed in battle, if I'm not mistaken. Freaking Belagar is just chasing us like a wild hog over here. Yeah, let's see if we can get a Fanatic Alpha Strike on those ones. These guys are down to 19. We're out of ammo here, so let's go ahead and charge. Charge! Gather your forces! And the trolls? Come on, trolls. You can beat these miners. Let's get a little bit of infantry support to make sure they actually win it. You guys turn about there. Yeah, we have like a bunch of loose goblins all over the battlefield. Maybe we can unite some of them. create a last alliance of goblins and goblins. Man, it's that's what I was saying. Like, we crushed all of Clan Angren's armies, and then, like, out of nowhere with the steel chair comes Belegar, you know? All right, so this is our opportunity to get Belegar, maybe? No, the trolls are going to break. All right, so we did some damage. Close defeat, it's fine. We fully wiped a Corollary unit, a Minor unit, probably 3 Dwarf Warriors, so his stack will be quite a bit weaker for the effort. But yeah, I mean, come on, what was I thinking? Goblin units? There was no way we were going to win that. Yeah, like, I wonder if that's even possible. Fanatics did really good, man. I can't wait for late game to just get, like, a Fanatic Doom stack. We're going to have to actually have our Dwarf Smasher, like, hold this keep once we get it, and then send probably Skarsnik up north to deal with Belegar and, like, recapture our territories. We may even have to recruit a new army. Yeah, he's going to occupy it, which is tough. Man, that's really annoying. Right after we take out... Oh, at least he doesn't have his ghostly characters with him, too. That's, like, something that's quite nice. And it looks like there is a Dwarven army up there at Carrick Norn. Oh, man, they just, like, flanked me so hard. It's fine. We'll capture the city. We'll leave one army to get it, and then Skarsnik is going to go purging up north. We may actually have to recruit some dudes, too. It looks like there's an army here at Carrick. Is there now? No, there's not. Okay. The garrison should be more or less squashed. So let's go ahead with Skarsnik. We got to take this out. Although, do I go back up north? I mean, I have plenty of time before the WAS. Here, I can't quite reach that, unfortunately. How good is this army? Okay, that's a pretty weak army. The Carrick Norn garrison should be able to hold its own. Although, just to be safe, I'm thinking of recruiting a lord here, maybe? Yeah, public order. It sucks we lost Fester Spike. Skarsnik underway, can't quite get up into the hills. Can it? No, doesn't look like it can. Yeah, because I have to get, like, all the way over here. So we have him. We can lightning strike him out. Skarsnik can go and take the city of Carrick Izor, which is our WA target. Warg Dwarf Smasher with his Doom Divers. Could he defeat that army? Do we have any, like, RORs to recruit or anything like that? Not really. So if he goes underway, he can't quite get there if he marches. So he's going to have to... Yeah, I think we take this out. We got to, like, put a dent in them. And then Skarsnik can replenish, too, from there. Alright, so we're going. It's fine. What we'll do... It's a little bit of a risky auto-resolve, I suppose. By lightning strike, it becomes way worse. We're just going to auto-resolve it. It's fine. Yeah, we barely took any damage. We lost nothing. I know it's super risky on Legendary, but I just did not feel like fighting that again. Like, going into a siege battle. Perhaps my downfall as a player. Just eager. So, we basically just have to hold this to get the WA bonus. Aside from that, we can get some growth infrastructure there. And now, we can move with him. And he can, like, start liberating our territory. So we're going to move him up. And this is our territory, so we can recruit a couple goblins here. So we're going to go into Raiden Camp, which isn't going to... Is it going to tank our income that bad? Well, it's like 80 gold, who cares? And more goblins, more Goblin Archers. It's going to take 2 turns to get Squigs. We don't have time for that. We just need to build up the WA and then fly over, and the Doom Diver Catapult should help us win that. I'm fairly certain. Alright, so let's get to Gabos. And Skarsnik is going to be chilling here for a minute. This character is almost... Ooh, they need Stabbin' is finally here, which is really good. And Curse at a Bad Moon is here as well, which is really useful against Dowie. So we've captured this. They have an army coming to my capital, but it's a 9 stack. It's just, if Belegar goes there... I'm hoping Belegar will, like, jump over the hill here. If I do this, it's going to be quite a punishment on my economy. But I think just to be extra safe, because, like, I don't know what those other units are. Carrick Norn. Carrick Norn has a pretty nasty garrison. I mean, that is a ton of stuff. But these are still dwarves. And if Belegar goes north, I don't think he will. You know what? I, too, like to live dangerously. We're going to kind of play it a little wild with Carrick Norn and hope for the best. And now we have you, so maybe we can start getting some... Yeah, blocking his army could actually be useful here. We'll try and block his army. Come on, give it to us. He failed, it's okay. So we're going to get him to be kind of a campaign map guy. Zergrak. Alright guys, next turn. Whew, wild campaign. We'll see you in just a jiffy. Alright, so we have an opportunity to actually intercept him, which we will 100% decline. Oh yes. Wait, did he go under the mountains? Or did he stay here? Oh man, I was really hoping he would actually come back this direction. Yeah, because if we intercept in the underway, we don't get our other army, which sucks. So we'll move north. I mean, Skarsnik could actually underway to Carrick Buffdar, and like if we could just like delete their infrastructure and survive the pressure in the north. Let's see. Get out of here, Gits. We're going to take the public order because it's already pretty bad right now, so we're going to take that. We don't really care about growing too much. chapter objective successful. Very good. That money is very, very needed right now. Now, okay, so he underweighted somewhere. I don't know where. Skarsnik is currently healing up. I think one more turn will do him some good. Do you want to recruit? Do we want to underway? Oh, God, it's so risky because I don't know where that other dwarven army is, but I really want this settlement back. And I think it has a gatehouse too. Yeah, it has a good garrison. It's no joke. So since we have some extra money, we can just like recruit a little bit. And like these units cost almost nothing for this character because he's a mushroom addict. You know what? Carrick Izor should have a garrison. No, the walls are still down. Yeah, wall strength. It's going to take a little while to get that going. I'm tempted to actually switch his position with Skarsnik. Let Skarsnik go out into raiding camp here. And then from there, Skarsnik can go up north and secure the lands. I don't know, like, where the dwarven armies are going to go. Yeah, there might still be one, like, right here. We'll go scout with our character, actually. All right, so let's run up here. See what's cracking. He's just raiding us. Okay, so I think Belagar, like, went to do something else. He's got more important tasks, I suppose. This army, with the Doom Divers, maybe. Maybe. So Skarsnik can underway there. I think this is the smarter play because Skarsnik can actually like stomp these guys pretty hard. And what we'll do with you is we'll use him defensively at Carrick Izor to hold it. It's just like if I underway here with like this army, I could be ganked by like a couple dwarven stacks. And that wouldn't be fun. So global is pretty expensive, but getting a couple squig hoppers might be worth it. And we have our agent here. All right, guys. Oh, man. Scary stuff. This campaign apparently still is very stressful. All right, so apparently they're raiding us, and we're definitely not going to take that. Said he was raiding... Was that Belagar raiding, or was it someone else? Yeah, okay. Anyways, we have this dwarven character here. He could try and underway intercept us, which I would be fine with. And finally, we get the Immortal on Slide-O-Miser. And our caster, a little, not quite immortal, but we'll get the magical reserve so we can cast more goodness. And let's go ahead. Yeah, unfortunately, you can't assassinate the Dwarven Ghost characters. You can see there's just no chance, yeah. Let's go ahead and scout what's cracking here. It's said by Carrick Izor. He was raiding. Well, so we're just seeing what's going on here. We could block the army, which doesn't really matter. At Fester Spike, we could damage the walls. Doesn't have walls. Yeah. He's got to kind of troll around the corner, see what we can find. Those ghost characters are so obnoxious. All right, so we're going to move up here, which is fine. In the next turn, we should be able to collapse in and get that city back. In the meantime, Carrick Izor is mildly defended. We have enough money from the chapter objectives, and our public order is actually stable. And finally, we're going to get walls at Carrick Norn, like big boy walls. And that should pretty much prevent most of these like low-tier armies from taking us out. All right, Balthazar Gelt is here. Don't do it. Don't do it. He declared war. Okay, that's fine. Strength rank 62. Oh, here comes the other Dwarven army. Okay. We have Lightning Strike, though, so we can really squash these guys like in isolation. He's in March Dance, and buffing up my other army too is nice because it will allow us to potentially go sweep out Clan Angrand. Man, quite a scrappy situation here. We might have to eventually beeline south and just go take out Grimgor and just basically win the campaign that way. Which is the way to do it, typically speaking. All right, so Belagar's here. You know what? Belagar's down there. What do we have up here? Yeah, just a jankety army. You can see they're kind of running out of steam, mostly recruiting miners and things like that. 4,800 here to start doing this. I think we're going to hold off for now because our economy sucks. Let's get Skarsnik. What's happening here? Come on, give us Skarsnik. Can't click on him for some godforsaken reason. There we go. All right, so we attack Fester Spike. I think actually taking out the Dwarven army here would be better. Yeah, just stopping them while they're mustering. We can Lightning Strike too, just to get them in isolation. Yeah, we'll definitely do that. So we'll just Lightning Strike and then we'll hit the city afterwards. Should be fine. All right, guys. Oh, no, but Lightning Strike gets rid of my Wa. It's a pretty damn good Wa, too. I don't know. Do we really need to take damage on the Wa? I don't think so. Like, with our Squig Hopper presence, yeah, I'm actually okay with Lightning Strike here. We'll save the Wa. We'll let them nurse their wounds, and we'll take out this Dwarven level 1 army here. No problem. All right, and here we are. So let's get everything set up. We'll get the Archer Daka line here. Get our Jankety front line set up as well, who haven't quite licked their wounds. Skarsnik, Big Boss, and Spider are going to be running up here with our main force. Little Caster can be hanging back. And basically, we're going to have a massive collapse with the 2 Squig Hopper units and just like crush their flanks. Just heavy metal crush. All right, looks good. Start deployment, start battle. Don't need to finagle the ones of magic too much. I think we're okay. Get you guys surrounding. This army's mostly Rangers. Yeah, Rangers will get shreked really hard by these juice-up squigs. 55 charge. That is good and tasty. All right, great. So the Ranger should appear soon. We'll send up the Spider to take the initial damage with its high armor values. We'll pull the Squig Hoppers around the back. Just keep moving up with our main force. Skarsnik and company, where are them Rangers at? Yes, reveal yourselves, mighty Rangers. They need stabbing, so we're gonna, let our Spider know he needs stabbing. Rangers, collapse and collapse. Now Skarsnik can come in as well. As a matter of fact, we can cast Curse at a Bad Moon here in a second. Do it right here, that's fine. Very good. So the Squig Hoppers are on top of the Rangers, which is going to be an absolute disaster for them, but let's make sure we can actually get all of the Rangers, so we'll do a little bit of a fancy fan right there. Looks good. We have some Dwarves coming through, but the Squig Hoppers are just making quick work of Rangers. It's like a hard counter, basically. And the Daka line, you know what? We can shoot this Dwarf character, I guess. Yeah, it's probably not bad. Get you nuisance. Pop it over here. Squig Herds. It's very refreshing to be able to use these melee units on Legendary. A lot of people will say that, well, you can only get away with using, ranged armies. And it is pretty efficient in Legendary if you're really min-maxing, but it's super fun to use, Squig Hopper type units. I hope I can use them for, a long portion of this campaign. All right, so basically we need to make sure we're chasing down, all these guys. Just maximize the aftermath of what we have to deal with. You guys can go here. Get you guys chasing here. That army's basically broken. We'll get some fanatics going on these guys, too. And the Daka line, you guys can just kind of chill out over here. No problem. Rangers, and is there any other Rangers we need to chase? Not really. Looks good. Grab one Squig Herd, have them go after these guys in case we can't catch them. In the Daka line, we can have you guys start shooting into him. And hopefully putting him down here. Skarsnik and Wad takes a little bit longer to charge here because we obviously don't have too many melee units. So these Rangers should be about down for the count. I just want to make sure I don't have to deal with any follow-up here in this army. That's the goal. You guys go after those miners. The army shattered. So, all right, guys, I'm going to do some cleanup, and we'll see you guys in the campaign map in just a second. Basically, what I'm doing, for anyone who's wondering, is I'm just chasing down all these units, so they basically don't come with the army after the battle's over. All right, guys, here we go. All right, so the battle is won, decisive victory. Well, honestly, the replenishment here sounds enticing, even though it's only 2%. So that army should just pretty much be, gone now. Okay, so we did enough damage that it just was like, good night, sweet prince. Spider to Bad Moon. Let's get it. And for our boss of bosses, he's got most of the good abilities now. We'll get Dodgy Geezer since we are facing dwarves and the missile resist is useful. Get Earthing so we can overcast more stuff. And now we just go to Fester Spike. And this should be an auto-resolve. I'm okay with this. Because we'll occupy it and we'll get good replenishment. And yeah, might lose a WA unit. No, it doesn't look like it. All right, very good. So, not going to sack it. I'm just going to take it because, I want to build this bad boy up again. Conquest penalty is the reason why it's not great here. Man, I really want to upgrade that, but I do want to get this settlement back in business. So Skarsnik has some solid abilities here. Steals 25% of experience earned by other lords. Unlocks hero recruitment of Goblin Big Boss and Night Goblin Shaman. Cough him up, gives magic items. We'll get the fermented fungi isn't that useful against our opponents, so we'll get the magic items for now. Actually, you know what? Underboss is probably good. Let's do that. Let's see if that opens up recruitment slots. It might. For the Shaman, we're 1-1. Anyways, it's fine. I guess it just allows us to do that. But we'll see if the experience theft is worth it. So we have the Spider mount. For him, we could get Assassinate, but I think making this guy our combat dude is going to be more efficient. And the caster, we'll go ahead and get Night Shroud's pretty useless, so we'll get Curse at a Bad Moon here. And now we have him. We've resecured our territories, and Clan Angren is certainly not having a good time here. Even if they decide to go down here and fight, I think we're going to be in good shape. We'll just keep recruiting more goblins because they cost literally nothing to keep. We'll upgrade this to get some walls. And Fester Spike will be back in business. Although, man, I really probably should get this. Oh, that puts us on such a tight clock. Yeah, let's just do this. That's fine. And let's get Obedience and Public Order and Growth. Obviously, we need to stabilize our situation once again. And yeah, it looks like we got Clan Angren on the back foot. Hopefully we can finish the deal. All right, so Carrick Izor down to the south is besieged. The garrison's pretty pitiful. We do have our WA army. I honestly think it could probably win. Triple Doom Divers. If we do that and we're able to win... Oh, man, look at that. Another 20 stack? Jeez. These guys are relentless. Skarsnik really needs this turn to heal, too. So I'd like to just be able to... yeah, let's get Arcane Conduit on him. I guess Fester Spike will be upgraded soon. There is a random Dwarven army here, Norgrim Whitebeard, who has one. Thankfully, they've split up some of the characters, but man, this is a really nice turn of healing for Skarsnik. But if we get down there, It does allow us to squash that other dwarven army. I mean, it is a 20 stack, but pretty sure with our spiders and our squig hoppers and our characters, like that's really all that matters. Plus 2 Doomdiver catapults. I really wish there was a way to choose, you know, we got some nice followers actually. This little big boss, we can give him some of those followers. It looks like they're mostly assigned. Okay. So for you, let's go ahead and block this army. See if we can like lower their movement a little bit. It's a 31% chance, but it's still something. He failed. It's okay. He should level up from that. Make him a specialist. He's going to be doing campaign actions for most of this, so I think that's fine. Oh man, do we win this? So he's got... We have triple Squig Hopper plus triple Doomdiver and Goblin Garrison support. I think we win that fight. We definitely would not win versus him. We're going to need like Big Papa Skarsnik for that. So I think Skarsnik goes down there. But then if this guy comes back, maybe we can like ward off that army. God, Clan Angren is just relentless here. How far could we actually underway here? Yeah, we'd have to go like right along the side of here. And then if he tries to underway or something, we could maybe get him. I think we're going to fight that battle against him with the city. Just because if we don't, then they're just going to come with a big old stack after that. Yeah, we need to squash these guys. This army's like, it'll be able to take Fester Spike back, but nothing else. I think we just kind of yield that. So let's get Skarsnik right over here. I really wanted to sit and heal, but hopefully that'll be enough. And now we have Warg, the Dwarf Smash-Up. The garrison can sally forth. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, so we get the triple Doomdiver as long as they come in. I think we win this with Squig Hoppers. Yeah. The Squig Hoppers will like mincemeat those Quarrelers, hopefully. They're not Skarsnik Squig Hoppers, but they're also not bad. And then yeah, the Doomdivers are like super essential. If they don't like come in properly, oh, man, I really hope they do. If we wait, he's just going to attack with another army. Like that army could march stance up, and then, yeah, we need to fight this. All right, guys. Wish us luck. The mighty Belagar Ironhammer is back in business. All right, guys, and here we are. So let's get our goblins ready. Get our archers ready as well. We have a glorious front line. Very, very high-powered stuff. We got the Squig Hoppers, who are going to be like their key to success here. They need to just like carry us into the sunset. And reinforcements should be coming from this corner here, so that should be fine. So firstly, we can get our goblins moving up. Yes, yes. Perfect. We got the Doomdivers. Okay. We got all 3 of them. Yes. Okay, we're fine now. I was just worried that it would be too fat and thick and we wouldn't be able to. Let's get our goblins moving up from the garrison. They need to be like the first line of sacrifice to just buy time for our Doomdivers. The Doomdiver catapults, decent AP values actually. We'll go after these Quarrelers here. Squig Hoppers are going to be in the back ready to feast. Definitely going to be giving Squig Hoppers more of a chance in multiplayer after this. I feel like they've really earned their keep here. You have a supporting Daka line who we can pull over here and then get a couple, yeah, I don't know, that should be fine. No, that's an Orc Boy. To degroup him. And degroup you as well. Cool. Alright, so the Squig Hoppers are ready. They're doing pretty much the same thing they did before against us, where they kind of like fan out like this. And the Doomdiver catapults, we can honestly start hammering the Dwarf Warriors, because I think the melee is going to be more difficult than the ranged for us. So we'll just kind of get a little tri-firing going. Squig Hoppers here. And yeah, it's really annoying how that works, like how I can't, like it tethers the camera, like close to my units. What do they have, some Dwarf Warriors scouting? Yeah, it's fine, okay. So Doomdivers are shooting quite happily. We have the Goblin Sacrifices going up. We have our Daka line here. And this Daka line can move up as well. And yes, the damage is happening now. This is good. We've occupied some of their forces. Let's pull the Squigs over and see if we can like overwhelm one position. What are these, miners? No, those are Dwarf Warriors still, yeah. They're going to be tough. Let's pull the Squigs here, get you guys here. Alright, everything looks great. Doomdivers are slamming in, dropping the base. Let's kind of kite. We obviously don't want to like give the dwarves a fair fight. So we will not win a fair fight. And they do have that Master Engineer character there, but ideally we can just hammer these guys down and then use these Squigs to overwhelm these Dwarf Warriors here. Get like a full surround, so he'll come like up and under. Alright, so you guys shoot on the weak side of that Dwarf Warrior position. And these archers can shoot at these miners here. Just get the goblins kind of flanking where they can. And everything looks good, yeah. So we're going to definitely crump this position pretty good. Get these Squig Hoppers coming over here. And these ones can come up and under and start chewing on those Dwarf Warriors. And you can get some goblins to push in. Alright, everything looks good so far. They're taking a lot of damage. Let's get all these archers shooting against the miners. Pull back there. And you guys can engage here. Alright, looks good so far. Yeah, we got like the full like kind of goblin surround smash going. And man, look how much better the Squig Hoppers are than the Wolf Riders we were working with in the previous engagement. Alright, so Doom Divers, we can get one of you going here, one of you going here on these Dwarf Warriors, who are going to be one of our bigger issues. And have they engaged in the front yet? They have. Belagar against the Warg Dwarf Smasher. We definitely don't want to lose him for any reason that isn't super important. Pull the Orc Boys in, pull these guys back. And looks good. Yeah, so we can pop the wall now. Get a little bit of a punch in some of these units here. And the Squig Hoppers have been able to clean up shop. Let's charge back in once again. Although, we don't want to like send the Squigs fighting too long against these dwarves here. I suppose they're doing fine. Yeah, we have nice buffering between our artillery in the back. We have extra goblins, so we can pull these gobos back and just get ready to, you know, hold there. Shoot you guys. All of you, Daka, can go here. The Squig's been able to clean up shop there. And let's get you Squig Hoppers going after those dudes on the far side. And, yeah, these guys don't need to be here anymore. It's pointless. We just let the goblins do their trick, and then we can pull the Squigs, like, down and around here and have them, like, re-secure our front lines. How's our little war boss doing? He's a little war boss that could. I'm going to save the wall until our Squigs get, like, another big optimal engagement. Alright, good. So, yeah, they're about to get on some Quarrelers here, which is, I think, wall-worthy. We'll pull you guys back in, have them clean up shop here. Belagar's just battling goblins, which is, like, the dream situation. And, do we want to use it right now? Let's wait for the other Squigs to get in position. That's fine. We'll get the Doom Divers, all 4 of them, going after the Healthy Dwarf Warrior, or all 3. One of you guys go here, one of you guys go here, and we'll pop the wall now that all Squigs are pretty much engaged. Very good. So this is going to be nice. Certainly going to squash Belagar's army. And Clan Angren should take a big dive on the the Bounce of Power. Or I guess Campaign Bounce of Power is what I meant to say. Alright, so let's switch these onto some of you guys that are over here so we don't friendly fire too much. How many do they have left? 6. Man, they're really fighting to the bitter end. Send in some Goblin Reserves. Send in some of the Goblin Reserves here. We'll chase. We definitely want to do as much damage as we can, and that's really the nice thing about having so many of these mobile units is we can really, yeah, so they're done. They're done for. We don't need to chase them anymore. As long as they have less than 4, I think is what it is. I know I mentioned that many times. So Doom Divers are hammering home. Archers can shoot into the back of these units. Belagar is going to be the last of his people here. And it looks like our goblins up on the high ground are kind of getting wrecked a little bit. Yeah, let's go finish off those Quarrelers. Let's do that. Go, my goblins. Go. Go, precious. Our Master Engineer character is definitely going to be a pain, though. We're going to have to just beat him down with 1,000,000 units. Alright, that looks good to me. So we can swarm in with our characters here. The Orc Boys can go up there. Goblins can go up there. And how many dwarves are left there? 5? Yeah, we need a little bit more pressure on them. Go, my Squigs. Be free. Master Engineer does potentially terror out us. Although the Squig Hoppers are immune to psychology, which is quite cool. So we don't need to chase them. Over here we do have a pocket of Dwarven Strength. These are actually a couple beat up units. We still have some Goblin support. Let's see if we can salvage that situation. And the Doom Diver Catapults, how are they doing on ammo? Looks like they're shooting at some units that don't really need it. Let's just start putting them into the Ghost character to butter them up for later. And how do we do here? Yeah, we got him below the threshold we needed to. Good. How's our dude doing? Looks like he's putting some chops in on Belagar. We could also give Belagar the good old just kind of Daka line focus. Squig Hoppers, let's collapse. We need more, because those Dwarf Warriors are actually like beating our Squigs in combat, which is a little bit disconcerting. Oh god, pull back. Let's wait for your friends to get there. You guys are the most essential parts of the army. Alright, so the Doom Diver Catapults are getting some work in. But now let's get a full surround. Yeah, Squig Hoppers should be able to just wreck these guys with a full surround. Especially since we have some goblins coming in. Warg Dwarf Smashes getting the business in on Belagar, but let's actually pull back and let Belagar take some Daka. So we're going to get all the archers shooting at him and then just retreat with the goblins. And what kind of Dwarf Warrior presence? Yeah, looks like there's like 17 of them left. We do have some Orc Boys there that should be able to finish them off. Doom Divers haven't done too much damage against Big Chungus over there. Alright, so we got 4. We do have the Wah. I guess we might as well pop it. Screw it. Those guys are chased down. And very good. So now we just clean up the last of these Dwarven units. Looks like there are a couple over there, so 4. Maybe we chase down that 1, see if we can get them. Yeah, I think they'll still get off the map, but we'll try. So from here, it's going to be like probably 45 minutes until I can... where's Belagar anyways? Oh, he's still fighting. It's not army losses yet. We'll cycle charge with the Lord. The Night Goblin War Bosses do have okay combat stats. They're not slouches. When they get on the Squigs, they become much better against Dwarven units. Let's go wear him down, butter him up. Doom Divers are shooting away. Belagar is probably in a little bit of trouble here. War Boss getting some damage in. So from here, guys, it's basically just kind of a grindy cleanup. So I'm going to spare you guys this. I'm just going to do this real quick with some fast forward. And we'll see you guys after the battle's over, because at this point, it's basically won. Oh my god, so that cleanup actually took like 15 minutes. Oh god, because Belagar just like lasted forever. The Squig Hoppers were like beating on him for a couple minutes. And then the ghostly character, the Master Engineer there, just like, I ran out of ammo, so I had to just grind him down with like goblins who were like terror routing, and it's just, oh my god. It's like the worst early game opponent you could face with goblins. Thankfully, Squig Hoppers are immune to Psych, so they were able to carry me, but hot damn, that was obnoxious. But his army's pretty much eviscerated. We'll take the replen, I guess. 900 gold's pretty good. Let's see. And what is there to replenish? Yeah, it's like pretty pitiful. We'll take the gold there. So Belagar is like, yeah, he's by himself with one unit. So suddenly it's like not looking so scary. I think the other Dwarven army might attack. Yeah, King Hammer. Oh, defeated Belagar. That's cool. We get some nice little buffs there. And you're still chilling in the city, so we might as well recruit some more stuff. We just need more units, just more bodies here to fight the mighty Dwarven horde. God, there's so many of them. They're so numerous. The dwarves are legion. All right, so now for upgrades. Let's go for the Ely mushrooms. Yeah, that'll be good. Could go for this. It does cost money. Sharper Stabbas. I mean, I could get like basic upgrades for my Goblin Archers. Let's see which ones those would be. Pretty sure it's not wolf breeding. Spider Worship is for the Spider Rider stuff. Sharper Stabbas is for melee. This does get melee attack for my Goblin Infantry, which is cool. Goblin Archers, you know what? Let's do Sharper Stabbas. And then I'll get some of the heavy, because I have so much scrap I'm not using. So I think that'd probably be pretty cost effective for us. All right, so that's that for now. We'll see you guys in the next turn. So Belagar tried to get away with Underway, and we did intercept with Skarsnik, so let's auto-resolve that. Belagar is squashed, and Skarsnik should get the trait for defeating Belagar, so we're just passing that around, which is nice. Now the other Dwarven army has Underweight up north, so now this is our time to actually hunt them down. If they think they're going to get my territories for free once again, they are sorely mistaken. So Skarsnik will be underweighing and chasing that guy. And then from there, I mean, hopefully that'll squash most of their armies. Because this army can actually threaten like a lot of my infrastructure. I have to take it out. All right, Skarsnik. Yes, technology research, so we can get some archer upgrades. As much as I hate to do this, let's get the heavy ammo. 400% armor piercing damage. It's just, it feels so jankety. Nasty Skulkers can get the water flasks for perfect vigor and jagged weapons. Bonus for infantry isn't bad on them. I don't want to use the archers for that long. You know, we'll get it on one guy, it's fine. He'll be our heavy ammo guy. Our heavy munitions character. So cough him up. It's for the ambush stuff, which is fine. Yeah, we'll just get the magic goodness there. Then from there, I think we'll just pause on that tree. I don't think there's too much that's like really that juicy there, to be honest. So Skarsnik will underway here, and he should be able to get ahead of the Dwarven army. Ha-boom! No longer shall the dwarves ravage my lands. Although honestly, the Empire could come too, which would be a little bit scary. Precise is fine. Very good. So how are you doing? You're getting a decent little stack there, bud. And you also have your Doom Divers. Carrick Buffdar would be really nice to go take out. Currently, we have war with Balthazar Gelt, which I think he's a little bit too occupied with some conflicts in the Empire to be an actual threat to us. Let's get to Gabos. And I could move down here and recruit, actually. I'm tempted to go for Carrick Buffdar and like stop them before they can rebuild. I know I'm super beat up, but you know what? Let's do some very aggressive recruiting here. Get a couple Squig Hoppers in 2 turns. And yeah, that's fine. All right, we'll do that. And then from there, he can then start pressing. And for you, let's go ahead and try and slow down this army if we can. Let's block him. Just try and keep him from getting away and kiting us. Let's go. Get him. Block him. Success, finally. The great success is here. So for you, let's go ahead and get Block Arming Specialist. He's just going to be our troll character. Now in this tech tree, we do have the Sharper Stabbas. Let's go ahead and get that casualty replan like we planned before. And we'll see you guys in the next turn. Oh baby, it's Gotham's Reckoning. Looks like the dwarves have stayed here and decided to raid, which means I can finally just get them. And also we were able to get some heals. We have a full WA stack. I'm hoping it will be an easy auto-resolve, but you know, it never is. So let's not bank on that. So let's go ahead and get a defensive building here, although I think we got to save all our dough that we possibly can. The Squig Hoppers will be ready next turn, and then we can head to Carrick Buffdar with our other army, who has the Mushroom Addict trait. And now, Skarsnik, let's go ahead and see if we can squash this guy once and for all. You can't assassinate any characters, that's kind of pointless. Please give us a good auto-resolve, please. And he's going to flee, of course. How far can he get? Oh, please give us a little more movement. Come on, come on, come on. Okay. Oh, thank you. If I wasn't able to catch him and finish him, I would be so triggered. And it's still not great, but yeah, if I auto-resolve this, I'm going to lose a lot. It's going to be really ugly. But almost like, yeah, you know what? Wait, where's our caster? Oh my god, did he get taken out by a freaking agent? I think he did. Oh, that's so annoying! And he wasn't immortal yet. Oh, God. But we can recruit another one, which is okay. Our Slidemizer is immortal. How dare they? Vengeance shall be ours. All right, here we are. Time for some sweet, sweet vengeance. I think even Skarsnik's army could beat this without the wall. Yeah, I think so. We get our makeshift front line. Squig Hoppers, again, are going to be the hard carries here. We'll get the Big Boss and Skarsnik and the Goon Squad. Man, I'm so sad I lost that caster. He had just gotten some like good stuff. We can recruit another one, but it's not the same. All right, let's lock it. Start the battle. No caster. God damn it. Bad Moon would have been really nice here. The War Army's coming in now, so we can send in the War Army first, obviously. Just let them take that beating. Go, my minions. Are these Fanatic Archers? Ooh, that's good. I like that. So let's just get the entire Wa Force coming over here. We got the Doomdiver Catapult shooting at probably the ranged pieces, I guess. Now, Dwarf Warriors are probably a good target for them. Cool. Where are they coming from exactly? Yeah, like right behind us. Cool. That should be fine. It looks like there were a couple Fanatic Archers here, which is awesome. So we'll pull those guys up and use their Fanatic Balls. You guys come in. We're just going to do like a big Alpha Strike surround. And now that we don't have the Magic Caster, it's going to be super annoying to kill those other characters. Yeah, you can see the Rangers are appearing. They're showing themselves to us as we prepare to engage. Get this big front line. Put them in group 5, actually. Let's have them form ranks here. We're just going to do a big old ugly engagement with them. Just got to wait till they form up. And let's get our characters and get them ready to party as well. Yeah, so we'll just go loose a couple Fanatic Balls here, which would be fine. See if we can get some damage. Do you not want to cast that? Oh, man. Come on, buddy. And you can go ahead and drop one right here as well. Might be able to get some dudes. Yeah, we got a little... Okay, that was pretty good, actually. We made some good contact there. So the Squig Hoppers can go and hit on the Rangers. You guys can come in here and hit these Rangers. Pull you guys back. Get the Jockey lines moving up as well. Now 5, we can lock them and just do a big attack move order, which is going to be like super mouth breathing, but it'll also work pretty well. It should. Good. The characters are in position. Squig Hoppers are going to be crumping the flank pretty hard. You guys move back here and just get on those Rangers. We should be A-okay. Alright, everything looks good. Go ahead and start pouring some heavy firepower into these guys if we can. We get the nasty Skulkers up. I don't mind sacrificing them. And you guys just shoot here. Great. So we'll get one Squig Hopper going here. One will go right here, and the other one should finish off those Rangers if we can. Now we've collapsed into the back. Those Rangers are completely eviscerated. Our Archer lines are doing brutal damage. And yeah, I mean, I guess we just go after the Dwarf Lord with our other dudes here. Oh, we do have the Fireball, that's right. Yeah, make sure he needs stabbing. We'll make sure to let the other lads know that he needs stabbing. It's very important stuff to communicate with your people. He's already fallen back, so we don't need to be like too careful with chasing things down. Like if we just win the battle, it's enough. Shoot those Rangers. Take them out. Crump them, lads. That position has been crumped. And it looks like, yeah. It's basically just going to be a quick shatter, and then the ghost characters are just going to tank us for like 20 minutes. Let's pull you guys back. Let's go bounce back here and get those ranged units if we can. Shoot. Shoot away. Ride Shadowfax. Show them the meaning of haste. I guess we could just shoot into the center mass of that Dwarven formation. Although, yeah, the Dwarf Warriors are way tougher to get rid of, so let's do that. Good, so the Squigs have cleaned up shop back there, it looks like, just about. Skarsnik and company are still just crumping in the center. Now we have these lovely ghost characters to deal with, and it looks like the Dwarven Lord is quite beat up. Skarsnik, what buffs do you have? Yeah, I guess we have some slippery goodness on these guys. Some AP damage on them. Let's see what it is. That's pretty good, yeah, 5. It goes from 1 to 5 on the AP values. That's hilarious. All right, let's bring you guys down. Squig Hoppers are collapsing there. Doomdiver Catapults. Let's shoot at something that isn't like super mucked up in our main formation so we don't friendly fire us too much. You can avoid a little friendly fire. It's always a good thing when you're playing the good old goblins here. I almost said Skaven, because like Skaven are all about that friendly fire life. Just, you know, they actually like legit have rules for it in tabletop. Like if you're playing Skaven, they like blow their own stuff up. It's really funny. Like if you roll like a 2 through a 5, it's like awesome, but if you roll a 1, it just like the model just straight up dies, like no matter how like powerful it is. Yeah, it's pretty fun. I don't know the rules specifically, but it's very hilarious. So yeah, we have these archers here. They could start shooting into the. Honestly, let's get our fanatics into this ghostly character. Start wearing them down if we can. You guys can shoot up in here. We have them coming back. Squig Hoppers have eviscerated this dwarven position. It looks like. Good, Anakin. Good, Eddie. Good. The Dwarven Lord is broken. I mean, honestly, maybe we can wear this guy down just with like beating him with our big characters. We have some like random ass archers in melee combat. Looks good. Let's go here. They're shattered. Doom Diver catapults can start shooting in to you. Doesn't really matter. Let's pull back. So we're going to pull back with everyone and leave the goblins to kind of fight him for a minute. Big boss does have the fireball ring, so let's see if we can start dropping some fireballs on this character over here. So yeah, from here, guys, it's basically cleanup. So I'm going to go ahead and just fast forward and do this and spare you guys the misery of watching these Clan Angren Ghost characters be grinded into dust. All right, guys, see you in just a minute. So definitely a decisive victory. We took very, very little damage. I mean, a little bit across the board on the goblins and whatnot, but yeah, that's good. So that's going to give us some nice experience there for Skarsnik and his lovely WoW, who of course doesn't really care about experience. And then that honestly should open up the pathway to the dark side of the Force, to allowing us to push in and finally end Clan Angren's reign of terror. And then from there, if we can finish that here in this episode, we can start really focusing on going and finding Grimgor and basically taking him out, which is going to be like the rapid expansion. We're going to take the money since our economy just blows right now. And that army's pretty much wiped, which is great. Our caster, let's take a look. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he got wrecked. Slidemizer. Oh, okay, he'll be back. He's just wounded. Okay, that's nice. So he's going to be back. I thought it was like he was killed. No problem. So we're okay with that. Let's see what else we want to get. And again, this is our combat character, so we're going to get precise. Weapon strength's got to be, yeah, 540 ain't bad for a big boss. That is no joke. So Skarsnik has a little bit of movement. We can start heading down here. I could, send Skarsnik out into the Empire lands. I mean, Gelt's got to be pretty weak sauce. I'm strength rank 10 right now, which is actually simply because of the WoW. Yeah, it's just because of the WoW. We're recruiting here, which is fine. This character can go down here and scout for incoming Empire armies. And up north, we do have Fester Spike back in business. Let's just get some economy going. Who cares? Who cares? That'll help us a little bit in our dire times. Just all these random agents, and it looks like Gelt is chilling here with an army. But Skarsnik honestly could go squash him. We'll see what he does. All right, guys. Next turn, Warg Dwarf Smasher will begin his WoW on Carrick Buffdar. Well, the Sword of Cain has been claimed, and it looks like I think Balthazar was actually raiding us and trolling us a little bit here. So let's go see what he's up to. Yeah, okay. It said he was raiding. Ah, there you are, you sneaky git with your terrible old army there. Let's go ahead and run an action here. Blocking the army, assassinate, they're all pretty bad, but we'll block the army. Yeah, that'll be fine. Did we get it? Ah, we've succeeded, so Gelt is going to be slow and vulnerable to our mighty character. We can assassinate as well. Yeah, it's going to be useful for taking out those heroes and stuff. So, yeah, another random old army has appeared. Carrick Izor has leveled up. Our economy blows, so we really got to get aggressive here. Carrick Buffdar, I'm sure they're mustering a force. We have enough squig hoppers that I think we can crump them. As long as we have Carrick Izor at the end of the WoW cycle, yeah, I don't think there's any huge threats to our province up here. So we underway down. Gelt will run like a chicken, that is for sure. So go right next to this guy. I don't think he'll be able to reach Carrick Izor. So we'll just head down here with Skarsnik. Yeah, like even if he moves, his movement range through the mountains should suck, and his army sucks too. So we gotta like put the pressure on these guys. Yeah, we need to start taking their territories. No more games. And here we want to get walls, but we can't really afford it. We're gonna have to eat it for next turn, and then we should be okay from there. Yeah, the upkeep's getting a little bit tight because these squig hoppers are pretty expensive. 138 and they're 113 here. They are cheaper in his army because of the Shroom Addict trait. But yeah, we'll see. Hopefully our caster will be back soon as well. All right, guys. Any RORs to recruit? Oh, wow. Oh. Totally forgot about these. We don't need them. We don't need them right now. All right, guys. We'll save the money. Eventually we will get, like, the fanatics and the units that are really, really, like, cheap for us to, upkeep. Should be fine. All right, so it looks like Orion is here and he's declared war on us. That's fine. He usually doesn't leave his den anyway, so I'm not too concerned about him. We also had Balthazar Gelt retreat. As soon as he saw Skarsnik, he's like, nope, I'm going to peace out of this situation. And the Clan Angren army did run to the west as well, so they fled into the Wood Elf lands, which truly shows how desperate they are. All right, so we have our big boss. Let's go ahead and do some scouting. Just make sure Mel Gibson isn't coming. And yeah, you can see they're starting to raise an army here, but we're going to get some huge dough from this situation. So we'll go to Carrick Buffdar. Oh yeah, we'll auto-resolve the hell out of that. Yes, feels good. And it should be a decent sack too. Let's do that. Yeah, we took a little bit of damage on our goblins, but it's fine. Sack that for 10k. Then we'll run back here and that will temporarily solve our financial problems. We'll occupy now. This is actually a decent little region to occupy. Carrick Buffdar here. Yeah, I think there's some sort of economy here as well. We have that. What unique building? Ooh, look at that. That's some fun stuff. So now we have some money to actually get this going. And we definitely want to probably just get like garrison defense like at every freaking settlement that we possibly can. Carrick Nord can't quite be leveled up yet, but that's fine. Let's hit that. And awesome. So Skarsnik definitely quite happy here. Balthazar is chilling at Fort Sol. I don't feel like fighting a fort battle versus the Empire with Hellstorms either, though. And we have you. We could lay an ambush for him. Although I'm almost tempted to just, like, hand over the defense of the realm to Warg Dwarf Smasher. This territory is so far down here and so hard to defend. Granted, there's some really good territories we can kind of secure in this region. Like Skavenblight would be fun. Yeah, nobody likes us. Nobody likes a poor goblin. Skarsnik. Back, armor-piercing damage during ambushes. Leadership, I mean, it's not that good. Fermented Fungi we will eventually get, but I really want to get down this tree and get the upkeep reduction and some of the campaign movement stuff. And the agent here. The Swamp Things call to me, but again, our economy blows, so I don't really need those units. Gutter Fighter, let's get some melee attack for you, bud. Clan Angren hopefully will be squashed soonish. I think I'm going to lay an ambush here, but I think they'll just see us, unfortunately. Yeah, because like this ghostly character is just following us around. Gelt doesn't seem like he wants to go up into the mountains, and Gelt's army is really just crap. It's like swordsmen and archers. So I think like most of our average garrisons, or at least our better garrisons, could deal with him, especially if we like panic recruit like a Goblin Lord or something. So if we look at our campaign overall, you can see so many of the Greenskin tribes are already defeated. I haven't encountered the Ardboys yet. Really do want to get some eyes on them. Because like you can't hang out up here forever with Skarsnik. It's just not cost effective. So we'll try an ambush. Maybe I can reach this guy. No, I can't quite reach him, I don't think. I think I'm just short. Yeah, it looks like it's just short. We'll go in an ambush. Hope for the best. Yeah, we'll move into the trees here. See if we can catch him. We might be able to underway intercept him too, which would be cool. We're about to get our Wa trophy also. All right, so we're in ambush dance, Fester Pike. Any upgrades we could do? Honestly, I don't know if we need the growth here. How are we doing? Carrick Norn. It's going to be a while before this is ready. That's fine, though. That's fine. We have pretty much everything we need. Carrick Buffdar is ours. We'll head south. We'll get this city, and yeah, Warg should be able to do that pretty quick. And we can actually recruit some RORs with him, too, to make that a little bit more fluid. Oh, wow. Yeah, we don't have the number of those guys available yet. What can we get with Warg that'd be really useful? The Swamp Things are really expensive. The Hammer of Gork is pretty good. I'd rather have that in Skarsnik's army, I think, when the time does come. Swamp Things, the Teeth Robbers. Teeth Robbers aren't bad. You know, we could get the Ogie Bogie Splorer Splotus in his army. So we'll combine a couple Gobos here. Let's merge them. Then we can get the Ogie Bogies. What's the upkeep? 250. It's not bad. Okay, we'll get that. That's really helpful against dwarves. Is there anything with like magic damage I could get? No, I don't think so. Just to deal with those ghostly characters. Yeah, unfortunately not. Aside from that, I think he's okay. He'll replan. Life will be good. Let's upgrade this. And I think our next turn is good to go. Alright, so Findel is here. He wants a peace treaty. He's demanding they will receive this. How about this, bud? Okay. It's fine. You don't even leave your territories anyways. I ain't groveling. We got some raiding here, so I definitely got to squash this guy. He might be able to fall back from us, though. We could do some like blocking or something. Yeah, 38%. Kind of sucks. I think we need to scout with this big boss here. What is our recruitment capacity for characters? I know we've leveled up some stuff since then. Shaman is 1 of 1, 2 of 2. Yeah, so this big boss, definitely want to use him to scout and go see what's going on with Grimgor, I think. I could give him a giant spider, but again, he's the campaign dude, so that's fine. And down here, the Wa is growing in power, so I think we underway. If we hard march, we can probably get there. No, it's still going to be 2 turns regardless. And if we do a basic move, is it as far as the underway? Because then we could actually go into raiding camp. Looks like it's more or less the same, actually. Alright, so let's do this. Oh, hello. Hello, buddy. See, I don't know why this is like so bad for us. Yeah, because I guess it's a good thing they're fighting us, because we can like squash them so quickly. Anyways, let's jump into this battle, guys, and slowly continue to wear down Clan Angren. All right, and here we are. So the pump wagons are definitely going to be, or the pump wagon is going to be quite nice here against the dwarves, especially since it's the ROR. Good old snotlings joining their beloved cousins, the goblins. I'm sure they love each other. You know how it is. And we can get the pump wagon just going right up the pipe. I think they have like 90 armor or something. Oh, it's only 50 actually. Couldn't remember if the RORs had more armor. Anyways, start battle. Wait for the reinforcements to come in. I didn't even look where they're coming in from, but that's okay. Honestly, the only thing that really matters are the Doom Diver catapults. Let's get them in position. The other dudes can just hang in the back and just, you know, talk about the good times they've enjoyed in their lives. Let's move you up on the flank. All right, very good. So Doom Diver catapults. Let's begin our assault here on the Dwarven formation. So Dwarf Warriors here, and Dwarf Warriors there. So once they come forward, we just basically collapse. And this army should like shatter literally in like a couple seconds. Not a couple seconds, but it'll be really quick. I don't know, I thought about skipping this battle, but it's still, I'm sure, kind of entertaining. See the mighty squig herds just trolling and causing problems. Run back. Fly, you fools. Alright, Doom Divers, show us your worth. The Logie Bogie Spore Splotus, they wait. And the Doom Diver catapults are freaking obstructed for some godforsaken reason because these stupid orc boys are standing on them. Which is actually pretty funny. Alright, so let's get the claps. Let's get the claps here. What are these guys? These Dwarf Warriors? Yeah, we can go up and over the top. We don't have to engage them. The Logie Bogie Spore Splotus. Let's go explode some spores. And start shooting these guys down. Just get all of our Daka focus firing here. And you guys can come and collapse as well. Oh, hello. Those Dwarf Warriors were nice and braced for that, weren't they? Cool. Come on, get into that missile line. That's what I'm talking about. Logie Bogies, man, look at the damage they're doing to those dwarves there. That's some brutal stuff. Plus the Doom Divers are also wrecking them. Alright, so we've crushed there. These guys will engage in the back of those Dwarf Warriors as they run into other units as well. And what are these? Oh, we actually have some Rangers up here. Let's go ahead and crump them if we can. These are just miners. We can crump them super quick. I'm excited to get some casters in some of these other armies. That's going to be really nice as well. Very good. So Doom Divers have done their piece. Let's start shooting into these middle Rangers here. Our Daka line has eviscerated some of those Dwarven troops as well, so we'll shoot into these Dwarf Warriors now. It looks good to me. Yeah, Oogie Bogies are actually getting a little bit beat up. They're not impervious to damage. They still take a bit. Orc Air Boys, move them up. Big boss, be careful. And I believe this army, yeah, we need to actually punish it because if we don't finish it off, they may come back. So let's pop the wall here as well. Let those Squig Hoppers win that fight. Although they're kind of being flanked a little bit. Yeah, we need that pressure. Come on, Squig Hoppers, get in there. End them. Got the rear charge. These guys have broken them up pretty good. Let's go ahead and bounce over here. Jump on them if we can. Pull these ones away to chase things down. And the Oogie Bogies can just stand on top of some goblins. It's probably more cost effective for them anyways. Alright, let's go here. How many are left in that unit? Looks like we have one, which is fine. Let's go chase down those Dwarf Warriors to make sure they don't come back in greater numbers. Doom Diver catapults. The wall's going to be over soon, so my window of like just being a tyrant is rapidly closing. I need to make sure like I actually, you know, end these guys. So missiles doing their job. We don't want to take too much damage either. Move up here. The goblins can move up as well, so move you guys up and up. Very good. So yeah, the squigs here are taking a little bit of friendly fire, which is alright. It's not the end of the world. How many do they have left? 15. Yeah, we need to wear them down a little bit more. Are these Rangers here? I think so. Alright, so we have a lot of chasing elements, so let's pull them up and over the top. Make sure we can get this army in one fell swoop. Those are actually Bugman's Rangers. Those are no mere Rangers. Looks like there's 6 miners left. Almost to the point where we can crump them, and if we could just get army losses before the Dwarf Lord really gets a chance. Oogie Bogies, only 18 kills. I'm really surprised about that, actually. Alright, so it's cleanup, guys. I'm going to fast forward this, and we'll see you guys after the battle is over. Alright, so the Dwarf army was mostly smashed there. You can see, yeah, pretty much everything is to the point where I won't come back. That's the thing with like the Goblin campaign. The Bounce Power just always hates you, so you really got to be pretty annoying with that. I'll take the replan. We're trying to press. We're doing the full court press. Oh, he might actually get out of our range unless we get a little bit more movement. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. So now it's just going to be like a free auto-resolve against the Dwarven Lord here. So let's do this real quick. Love to get a caster in this army. This guy's just such a strong, independent goblin. He's been out on his own for a long time in this cold world. Very good. We'll take the captives, and we'll go into raiding camp, which will help us progress in this campaign. Yes? No? Give it to us. It is our own territory. Can we get out of here? That's not worth it. Yeah. It says we still get the replenishment, I suppose, from our own territory, which is fine. Cool. So Warg is doing his thing. Now we have Skarsnik to go take out this other Angren army. We have growth and infrastructure developing in our main region. Please give us an auto-resolve here. Please, I beg of you. Anakin, I'm too weak. This is a little bit dangerous, though. It puts us close to the Kingsglade. Let's move in here and like see who's chilling. Oh, oh, Mel Gibson himself. So what I'm going to do is actually move back a little bit and then just go into ambush. There's no... we go... like here. I'm trying to like look for a good ambush spot. It's mostly 60% in this alley, which honestly is probably enough, considering Skarsnik has some help with that. Definitely not going to chase him to there. We're just going to ambush and wait for him. In the meantime, you can just block this army. Trap them in the forest. Yeah, they're taking attrition now too, which is great, so no complaints. And we should get our WoW rewards soon-ish. Any RORs we want here? I'm tempted. We have the Loki Bogies. Let's actually combine these goblins and get one more juicy Durkid Squig Hopper. That could be quite good. I want to get the Swamp Finks. Man, we have Crimson Killers too. Yeah, but their upkeep is so expensive. Like this campaign, you really got to be careful with that. We're actually going to get the Durkid Squig Hoppers because they're pretty cheap to upkeep for us with this character. All right, next turn. See you guys in a moment. All right, Kazarak's here. Oh, he wants a non-aggression pact. I was like, God damn it, are the Beastmen going to backdoor me? Oh, for sure, dude. Kazarak, let's do it, man. Haggard nations for life. The Beastmen to the Greenskins, let's do it. An alliance once existed between the Beast People and their inferior campaign mechanics and the Greenskins. Wow, looks like Grom the Paunch might be raiding over there too. I'm like curious if I should go for Grom the Paunch. It looks like an underway has happened here. What the hell is this? Are they at war with us? No, they're neutral. So yeah, we did foil their attempt here. We could try and block them again. We'll just keep blocking them. Yes, we got that. We blocked. We failed again, which is okay. From you, what do we want to get? Cleanse Corruption? Yeah, it's fine. We're just going to make him like useful for any territory, really. Do we get the walls here? I think so, just in case like a random Dwarven stack decides to appear. Greenskin garrisons are just so haggard, though. Oh my god. Yeah, let's do it. As boring as it is, I know. It looks like our caster's back too. He's here. He's ready to join Skarsnik. Karak Izor. Definitely don't want to lose that to some random Dwarven army. I'm not sure where they're going. Let's go ahead and see. So he's at war with the Von Karsteins. So maybe that's why he's heading up this region. And for you, we can move. And yeah, we definitely need to press in. We can't like let them... We have to get to that city as quickly as we possibly can, because otherwise this is going to happen. God, we might not be able to win this. We can go into ambush. Maybe some of them will move past us. That would actually be a really, really good way to kind of thin their numbers. Skarsnik heads down there. The problem is there's a bunch of threats up north too that are still trolling us. So Skarsnik is actually going to head back to the city here. And we're going to get the caster back in the army. And if this dwarf wants to cause us any problems, Skarsnik awaits atop his throne of skulls. Now we have some research options, so let's go ahead and get Egamon. I think Pulling Teeth does help us financially a little bit. This would be nice to get to, actually. Yeah, the upkeep reduction, let's just do that. I suppose we're a little bit overdue for that. All right, guys, let's hope for the best. Karak Izor does have some upgrade options, but we're pretty terrible in terms of our finances. But yeah, no, we're not doing that. All right, we're going to have to pass, unfortunately. All right, guys. Oh, man, this is stressful. And this guy does not have Lightning Strike. I believe it's only Skarsnik that does. This is like their last foothold, but I guess if they come out, we can like chain ambush them. Yeah, we should be fine, honestly. As long as our WoW army's still here, we can crump them all. All right, guys. See you next turn. So they actually came out to fight us, which is interesting. Belagar and Homeboy here. You know, I'm actually okay with this. Like, we have a ton of squigs. Squigs will like just annihilate the ranger lines. Doom Divers will do well. All right, let's go ahead and fight it. We'll see you guys in the battle in just a second. Okay, so the reinforcements won't be with the army initially. Our WoW will be here soon, so let's just get our jankety battle lines kind of formed up. Yes, mighty goblins of... how are your stats? Your stats aren't bad, actually. This goblin's got some poking power. Certainly not against dwarf warriors, but... So now we have the Durkid Squigs plus another group of Squigs, so we should honestly have a Squig for like every single one of their units. We're going to use the Pump Wagons as a frontline choice as well. And cool. So the Squigs will be here. Squigs will be here, ready to feast. Enemy reinforcements are approaching. So are ours, though. I think we do have the triple Doom Divers. Let's move them up. The ghostly characters will be a pain in the butt. There's two of them, but Squig Hoppers actually can grind them down at the end. It's not pretty, but it's doable. Use this rock as a kind of a piece. What is this in the back? Yeah, I think that's the... Oh my god, there's freaking 3 of them. Oh god, just end me. Just put me out of my misery, guys. Put me out of my misery. I think, like, the fact that Clan Angren has such a hard-on for you... I mean, I think you can play this campaign a little bit differently than I'm playing it and just, like, rush, like, for the Greenskins and go for Grimgor. But if you fail in that, you probably lose the campaign. We're playing a more conservative approach. I don't know if it works, but... we'll find out. We'll find out. So Doomdiver catapults can start shooting at, what do we have here? It's almost, honestly, all miners. So we get one here, and one here. Squig Hoppers, oh, hello. Oh, are you serious? What is this? An offering to the gods here? They're just like, yes, us dwarven people offer our souls up to the mighty squig god. So the squigs are going to just get a huge ambush here. So we'll just get a surround too and make sure to just fully destroy them. Destroy the mannequin. Good. All right, great. So we got that ambush. Doom divers are shooting quite happily. We've discovered some more rangers here. And these are what, miners? Yeah, we still got to respect them here. The main force is coming up. We should be able to take them out somewhat easily. Let's get our orc boys moving up too. And all the rangers here are getting crumped nice and good like. And over here we have some more. So let's pull them across. See what other loose kind of assets we can find here. And then we need to go back to the main battle line. So this is, that's Belagar. That is Belagar. Okay, so Belagar's coming. We could do squig hopper collapses on the main battle lines. I think these squigs have more than handled this situation, although they could use a little bit of help. So let's send you here and you here. And the other two can actually pull back into the front fight. Now the Daka is here, so let's start shooting at miners. And we can just start shooting at dwarf warriors where we can. And get ready to party. Yeah, it's not going to be the prettiest frontline engagement, but it's all right. Great, so the whole back line is absolutely destroyed. We definitely want to finish them off, though. Let's pull a lot of you guys in. Some of you guys can stay and chase down the remnants here just to make sure they don't respawn in the future battles. Logie Bogey Spore Splodas are here. This actually might be a little bit of a hard fight for us. Yeah, without this, we need the squigs in here. Yep, looks good. All right, very, very good. Now the Doom Diver catapults can start shooting at these advancing dwarf warriors. Just kind of, hinder the reinforcements from getting in here. He actually has some, he got his hammers. What? How did he get those? I'm pretty sure I wiped those out in the beginning of the campaign, but I guess let's not ask questions of the mighty AI. Let's move you in here. And have we taken them out? One, and it looks like two here, which is solid. So you can just go ahead and chase them down. You can come here. Pretty much all their missile pieces are more or less Shrek'd. Get you guys in combat as well. Alright, so the Logie Bogey Spore Splodas are still sploding, it looks like, on the face of some of these troops here. Doom Diver catapults still going. The infantry are really my main concern compared to some of the other stuff they have. Very good, Anakin. Good. Let's pop the wall. Get that big old juicy wall. Alright, so most of our Swig force has finished off anything of note here. You guys can chase. You guys can chase those rangers down as well. And the other three, so you, and yeah, all of you guys can come down here. Let's go ahead and hammer them. Hammer them. And our lord is a little bit beat up. We need to send in some more goblins to just kind of take that beating like a champ. Dwarf warriors, yeah, this rear charge should be pretty devastating, though. Like, pretty darn devastating. And we have the orc boy reinforcements coming in as well. So what can we shoot into? The hammers. We don't want to shoot Belagar. He's kind of like, those stupid ghostly characters are just such a pain. It's going to take me like 45 minutes to kill them after this is over. Logie Bogies, who cares? They're an ROR. We can just re-recruit them. It's not like they're a huge value piece. And those guys are down for the count. Looks good. That's good. Let's crash over here. The Doom Diver catapults can start shooting into these rangers on the far side. Good, so now we have some reinforcements coming in. The dwarves are basically just going to have a hero hammer squad. Yeah, man, those squig hoppers are just ferocious. I mean, they must all have like hundreds of kills apiece. And this will hopefully allow us to take the last Clan Angren position here, which is just a dream come true. I still think Skarsnik's campaign is really hard, actually. Like, even with the greenskin buffs, it's still extremely challenging. But I think it's good to have campaigns like that. If they're all easy, it's just kind of stupid, right? Alright, so you guys pull over here. Start shooting those miners here. Squig hoppers, there's no point piling in. Let's just tarp at these guys where we can. Doom divers, we'll switch them onto these dwarf warriors back here. You guys go here. Is there anything else to chase off? Yeah, it looks like it's honestly just mostly those characters now. Mostly those characters. So let's get our missile line back. Doom Diver catapults keep cleaning up. Squig Hopper herd. There's 3 left here, which is fine. Looks like we've more or less cleaned them all up. Pull across. Squig Hoppers. Yeah, I think we just go patty slap these guys now. The ghostly Master Engineer character, we might be able to actually wear down with all of our squigs. Let's actually put the Doom Divers on him to try and start whittling some HP off him. Yeah, 3 ghostly characters. It'll take him 4 turns to come back, so that means the Dwarven armies we fight in there will not have them. Yeah, you can see the squigs actually getting a little bit of friendly fire there, which is unfortunate. Good, good. This whole position looks crumped. Who is this? Okay, that's the Rune Lord. That's good. Squigs will be able to get him. No problem. Let's just set you guys back here. And we could bring in the big boss, but I don't want to risk losing him. He's actually a pretty valuable asset here in our campaign. Good, so just keep chasing him down if we can. Squig Hoppers can just surround and take out this Dwarven Lord. is a Lazagar. Is there anything here? Yep. Oh, man, some Rangers actually getting away. That means they're going to be with the other army once I finish. And you know, the archer lines will actually be best used to take out the Master Engineer. I think. These freaking characters, God, they're just awful. It's just the worst. It's just absolutely the worst thing ever. Alright, so let's pull back the Squig Hoppers. We don't need like a million Squigs surrounding him. Just having one unit of Squig Hoppers is going to be enough, and the other ones can like rest or do something else. Alright, so let's start shooting here with our Daka. Let's move you guys around the flank. You have another Wa. Might as well use it and just pile these guys in. Belagar is here to be shot at. So we'll just focus Belagar for now. It's going to take a while to get him to army losses. It's going to take some sweet, sweet time. So from here, guys, we'll keep playing. The battle's still contested. I'm not... and some of you guys may be interested in seeing how absurd this is. So let's see how long this will take us. Like, most of the Dwarven army is just down for the count. Doomdiver Catapult's actually really hitting home and doing some great damage. Squig Hopper's just resting. Might as well pop the Wa. Screw it. Screw it, Anakin. And, yeah, just kind of unleash that Daka if you can. Could bring in some Squigs to start wearing down that guy. Just let the archers continue to shoot. It's too bad we don't have Skarsnik's Wa here. It would actually be pretty good. Belagar, I think, is surrounded here. Is this Belagar? Yeah, this is Belagar and the Runesmith guy. So we can pull in some more Squigs to help out in that situation. Pigs and Squigs. If I were to start like a barbecue restaurant, that's what I would call it. Yes, he's getting worn down slowly but surely. The archer fire will hopefully get there at some point. You guys just keep kiting that thing away. And it is a thing. Oh my god, just end me. I'm too weak. See these characters are actually getting a little bit beat up here, which is good. The Daka is getting in there. We need to get like more efficient angles of fire, though. What do we have here? Yeah, we have that Dwarven character. At least our ammunition's good. Pull you guys in. Split you guys up. Have you guys turn and start shooting at this dude. Warg, come on. Okay, we got one down. Let's jump on this other dude. We don't need to finish off the character, although, he might actually just get finished off on his own. Is this guy like juking us here? Been watching some of our multiplayer campaigns, or videos, I should say. Squigs, thankfully, are immune to psychology. That's pretty good. Orc Air Boys have better AP values, so those characters are both smashed, which is good. Oh my god, this is just awful. So let's actually just go like balls deep and take this guy out with a ton of Squigs. And then we can turn and start shooting at this one here. This guy's surrounded as well. We'll try and be more efficient with our time. And these other Squigs will be in reserve for when these ones run out of steam. Alright, so archers shoot here. Shoot here. You guys shoot here. And yeah, we'll go up here and hopefully take out Jamar Hammerfist here. Jamar! We'll even send in the Mighty War Boss. I believe he does poison damage, yeah. So the poison will be percentage-based, quite helpful against these powerful characters. Alright, so we're getting this guy down. The Squigs are slowly wearing down these ghostly characters. And I think from here on out, we'll just fast forward, because this is really where it just gets super grindy, guys. Alright, wish us luck. We'll see you after it's all done. Alright, guys, the battle is won. Warg Dwarf Smasher has done some great work. Took a little bit of damage. Doomdivers are still okay, but yeah, the Squigs, like, man, it's just so clutch. All those Rangers just getting wrecked. But we need to end them, because if we let those ghostly characters come back, Warg might not have enough stopping power to actually win the following fight, right? Oh my god, what an episode, man. Still struggling, but looks like we're about to secure our first two provinces, which is good, because then Warg can become the warden of these lands. Take their punishment here. Every little bit counts. Yes, and now the city is ripe for the taking. Yeah, I don't know where they're running off to. I don't think Angren has any other territories. We'll actually check on the diplomacy screen and see what they're rocking. This will be our last turn here, though, guys. I think it's been a pretty long episode. Obviously, because we fight most of the battles, that really adds a lot of length to the traditional filming. Oh, man. And then Grimgor will be our next target. We'll send Skarsnik into the Badlands to go look for Grimgor. Extra teeth. Shiny helmet. It's fine. We'll take that. And we get the Armor of Fortune, who we can potentially put on someone solid. Dagabos is going to be our upgrade route here. There's one character, and then a pitiful, not a pitiful garrison, but a garrison of sorts. We got some money from that, which is nice. And it looks like here we have this... Oh God, you again. Can we reach him with like regular movement? No. I don't even know where he's going to go. He might underway up to the city, which would be fine, I guess. We could also just go down here. Skarsnik for ambush. Yeah, 25%, so we need to... I don't think he's probably just going to underway here, if anything. But if we ambush, then he might do like a silly underway choice and like come up here. So we're just going to go into ambush stance like this and see if he'll come up here and take the bait. All right, vampires are here. Let's see if we can get some relations with them. Non-aggression pact. Come on, we're the bad guys. We got to be friends here, or else the good guys are just going to squash the Order Tide. Although the Grimgore Tide is a very real thing. Get the financial upgrades here, and now it is time to move forward. Can we reach the city? Damn it, we can't quite reach the city, which means this guy might be able to recruit something. Oh, but if we attack him, then that'll pull the garrison out too, and we can squash it all at once. All right, that's pretty good. Man, this was a gamey campaign. Is there anyone we could get like peace treaties with that we're like fighting? Maybe Mel Gibson wants one? No. Golden Order. Come on, and we haven't had any conflict. Yeah, they have one settlement left. Man, I just can't quite reach it. That's so obnoxious. All right, Skarsnik is waiting for the ambush here. And Warg, a dwarf smasher. Looks like he's... Yeah, they equipped some of the good items there, but let's go to Skarsnik and see what he's wielding. He needs something better. Now let's get Skarsnik this. Cool. All right, so now we head on over. And I'm going to go ahead and attack this army here just to pull them all out. Yeah, pull the garrison out. Sadly, we would lose that auto-resolve, but if we fight this battle, we should be fine. All right, so I'm going to fight this. It may look like it's even, but it's not. It's going to be an absolute squash. So I'm going to fight this on fast forward, and we'll see you guys when all is said and done. All right, so the battle is won. Let's go ahead and just get the replenishment. It's better than nothing, I suppose. I don't know if we'll be able to reach the city here. Let's find out. Oh, it looks like we can. Very good. So I'm going to loot and occupy. Yeah, I just want to take it from them. No more games. So that region is ours. We've secured the vault, so let's go ahead and do growth, all that sort of good stuff. And here's our new city. So let's get this. Let's get some walls if we have the money for it. Repair this. Carrick Izor could be leveled up, I suppose. We have a little bit of a support infrastructure now, and now they're kind of in a situation where they have to beeline it here. Up north, we can upgrade our growth building here, and then just hold on to the money aside from that. So this is good. This is a good spot to end it. We pretty much finished off Clan Angren. They have a couple loose armies here, which will be forced to their demise here because they'll have to push back and attack the cities, or else they'll basically lose the campaign. And man, what a run. We also have this character here, scouting Mel Gibson and his friends here in the forest, but let's go ahead and pull back because we don't really care for that. Stupid ghost character. So annoying. And that's going to be it for this episode, guys. So certainly a very fun one. A lot of combat, a lot of really tough battles against Clan Angren, but finally we've secured our first 2 territories, which is basically the harder part. Now from here, what we'll do is we'll grab Skarsnik. We'll head down to the Badlands once we kind of fine-tune his army a little bit and just, make sure we have everything we want. And we basically just hunt down Grimgore. And once we take out Grimgore, we get all of the Badlands and we prosper. And the Carrot Gate Peaks shall finally be ours and the stupid penalty will be gone. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this very tenacious episode. And on that note, we'll see you in the next one. Hope you guys are doing well and take care.